And in scripture, 1 Corinthians 6:9, in the catechism, that is not an act that's permitted. It's not endorsed. It's a sin because it perverts marriage. We are created to use our gifts. So that's proper. It's how God created us, for it to be, man and woman, and not a woman and a woman and a man and a man.
Wait, what's the gift?
That's what I was going to ask.
Oh, the gift of sex.
But
That's a
having a penis and a vagina is a gift. Do the animals have the gift too?
Well, the reason why I would call it a gift is because this is something that enables us to have pleasure, but then pleasures in the correct context would be good. And so when we use these pleasures for bad reasons or perverted reasons, and we pervert this, then these pleasures become they don't become bad, but we use them and not in a way that is good, and therefore it's bad.
Pleasure is a gift. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, and I explained.
Right. So pleasure is a gift. So when
Yeah,
something isn't pleasurable, is that a punishment?
not necessarily, no.
So I'm so confused. So if
Hmm.
pleasure is a gift, then what is pain?
Well, pain would be antithetical to pleasure, but pain isn't inherently bad unless
But what is
it's within
pain? If
cause.
pleasure is a gift, what is pain?
Well, pain would be that which
No,
isn't
I mean,
comfortable
as it
to
relates
us.
to pleasure being a gift,
Hmm.
you believe your God also gave us things that are painful, that are not pleasurable. So if he gave us pleasure as a gift, then why did he give us things that are not pleasurable?
I mean, that's another, but I don't think you understood the first part, like
I
pleasure.
did. Y'all keep
What
on
what do you
tapping the
think what
screen.
did you
Give me
understand
just
on
a
that
keep on
first part?
tapping the screen. Get to 100. Help us get to 125,000 really quickly, please. This is a restart. Go ahead. What did you say?
Yeah, so that first part, what did you understand about that first part that I told
I
you about the
understood you to
pleasure
say
part?
that pleasure is a gift.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
And so I'm
explained
trying to
why. Do you?
understand what is pain. If he gave humans pleasure as a gift, why did he give humans pain?
Well, I wouldn't say that question represents my how I describe pleasure here.
You said it's a gift. What?
Yeah, but I didn't say it's a gift simplicity. I gave qualification. I
It's a
said that
gift.
when we miss when yes,
When
but
you use it wrong,
I said
you're misusing the
I,
gift. I'm trying to understand if pleasure is a gift, what is pain?
well, to clarify, I'm just talking about our organs, like the way we use our body, right? When it comes to pleasure, like when it comes to the body, how we use our like how we conduct ourselves. In other words, that with that which leads to pleasure. Pleasure wouldn't be inherently good if it doesn't have any cause, or it doesn't have a proper context to that which you're exercising that in.
So then what is pain? What is pain when it comes to those organs?
Well, pain would be an act that would be uncomfortable to
Is
the
it
sight.
a punishment? If
No, it wouldn't be
pleasure
a
with those
punishment. No.
organs is a gift, what is the
Yeah.
pain that comes with those organs? Is that a punishment?
I would say, well, I wouldn't say pain is inherently a punishment, no.
Then what is it? If he gave us pleasure as a gift with those organs, why did he also give us pain with those organs?
Well, when you say pain with those organs, what are you referring
I
to?
mean, blue
Because you
balls is
can
painful, yes.
doing what is painful?
Blue balls is painful. Urinary tract infections are
Sure,
painful.
sure.
Yeast infections are painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you're
Okay. So
referring to,
getting
yeah.
kicked in the nuts is painful. So
Yeah.
if using these organs that when they feel good is a gift, then when they don't feel good, I mean, taking a shit sometimes is painful, right? So then what is the pain he allows with these organs?
Yeah, well, so when we speak about what types of pain we're experiencing
Dude,
to
like
distinguish,
seriously, like
yeah,
I'm not gonna keep doing this.
what
No, no,
happened?
no, I'm not gonna keep doing this.
What?
No, because
Okay.
that doesn't make sense, right?
That
The fact
that's
that
fine.
you're
I could
running
explain to
away,
you if
you're
you want.
running away,
I want to
you're
explain to
running
you really.
away from this idea that your God
Hmm.
gave humans a gift of pleasure. Therefore, homosexuality is wrong. Do you not think that homosexuals have intimacy with other people without using those organs? With the same gender, like they love the same gender without having to use those organs. Is it the matters of the heart, the matters of the mind? Because I don't know what's wrong with
Wait.
a
So.
lot of people.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with a lot of people, but I don't fucking decide who I'm gonna fuck with my vagina. I decide with my mind, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If my
So when I
mind, if
say
hold on, let me finish speaking. If my
okay.
mind isn't attracted to you, you ain't getting nowhere near the no no. So I do not understand why you think that the whole attraction has to do with sex.
Well, I mean, to further clarify what I meant by God gave us the gift of pleasure. In other words, I just meant that God gave us the gift of experiencing pleasure in the right. And when I say pleasure, I'm referring to the pleasure that is good, because there can be a pleasure that is bad. So, because I never said that pleasure inherently is good, because something can be pleasurable and bad. So,
Why you go
I'm
back to
simply
that?
referring to pleasure in the right context.
Why'd you go back to that? And I said I don't want to go back to that. Like I spent probably 5 minutes trying to get you to explain why he allowed pain there. Can you
I mean,
address
I
the
can answer
fact
the
that?
pain
Can you
part. I
address
just
the fact?
clarified.
Nope. I spent 5 minutes trying to get you to do that. We're moving on. Can you address the
Okay.
fact that sexual that attraction isn't just sex? That people there are human beings who are attracted to other human beings through intimacy. That it doesn't really have to have anything to do with your genitalia.
Well, I don't deny that. I don't deny that. I don't disagree that you can also have a relationship, like a platonic, like a friendly relationship with someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be like an intimate relationship. I wasn't against that.
I didn't say anything about friendly. Like what? Like
So what do you what do you mean? What
do
do you
you
mean?
think that people are that fall in love? I mean that when people are attracted to another person without having sex, that means that they're not in love. Do you think love
Um,
requires sex?
Love requires sex. No,
So then,
because
what are you
it
talking
depends how you're
about?
defining love.
Platonic friendships? Like I never said
Yeah,
that.
because I thought you were defining love as if because love is gonna be the will of the good of the other,
No.
but then how you are loving on the person depends on the context. If you're
Does it
willing for
have
them
to?
to be
Does it
your
have to include? I
spouse,
literally
you're
said
willing.
it does not have to include the genitalia.
Wait, so you're saying you can be a homosexual and not have homosexual acts?
You can be heterosexual and be in love and not have heterosexual sex. Like, did y'all see that video that's going viral right now of the young woman who is asexual and her husband that
Hmm.
she's been with for years now um, loved her anyway. And he's like, I don't have to have sex with you. He's like, I don't need sex. I'm in love with you.
Well, okay, sure, but when I look at the word homosexuality, I'm just thinking about the act, because what makes a person
Why?
guilty is yeah, what makes a person guilty is not the desire to do something bad, but it's the act of doing something bad,
How,
the deliberate act.
that's very contradicting to your Jesus saying that lusting after a woman is adultery even if you don't have sex with her. So why is it that y'all can separate and go, oh, except for homosexuals? I mean, you can lust after the same gender, just don't stick it in. It's
Yeah, you
not
gotta.
like wait, how come
Okay.
it? How come it's adultery and a sin if you lust right without just looking? He said if you just lust at a woman, right? Look at a woman. Why is it that for heterosexuals lust is a sin without touching the woman. But for homosexuals, lust all you want, just don't do the act. It's not a sin. Why?
Yeah, so you have to discern what Jesus is speaking about with the Sermon on the Mount, because there he also says that you've heard it. Like, he's speaking about the practices that's what was in their laws. Like, you've heard it said to love your neighbor and hate your enemy, but here I say unto you now to love your enemies and bless those who pray. So he's basically saying that he's introducing that new covenant to us, but he's also saying that
Mm.
these sins originate from the heart, not necessarily that if you have a desire to do this, you are guilty of something.
Why do y'all do that? Is sin? Is it lust? Is it a sin to lust after a woman?
Oh yeah, the act,
Okay,
yeah.
why is it a sin to lust after a woman, but not a sin when you are homosexual to lust? Why is the lusting not a sin, but the act is?
Well, because we are broken. That's why the desire is not going to be something that's going to be guilt.
Not,
What makes us guilty is the
Why
act.
is it? Why can heterosexual? Why when heterosexuals lust is a sin, but when homosexuals lust is not?
When you say heterosexual lust, are you talking about the act or are you talking about the desire? I just want to make sure
Who
here.
desires to lust? The desire to lust. Like, seriously?
Yeah, you can have you can have lustful desires. So I want to make sure I'm discerning your
Oh my
words.
fucking
Do you mean
gosh.
lustful desires or
What?
lustful
Oh my
acts?
fucking gosh. Lust after a woman.
What is
Lust.
that? The act or the desire?
What's the act of lusting? What is
Well,
the
the
act
act
of
of
lusting?
well, the act of lusting would be that you would just commit like David and Bathsheba, for example. That would be
Oh,
an act of lusting.
that's the act of adultery. That's fucking.
Yeah,
That's fucking.
yeah. So
But
that's so that's
what he's
that would be
saying
a
is you
sin.
don't even have to fuck. If you just lust, it's like you're fucking. That is a sin. He turned it into a thought
No,
crime.
no, Jesus.
That
No,
stop,
no, no,
stop.
no.
Yes,
In that
he is.
context, that's not what
Stop,
he's saying.
stop. There's no reason for him to say if you lust, you commit adultery. When committing adultery is having sex with someone who is not your spouse. If the act of lust is committing adultery, then he would be saying committing adultery is committing adultery. That doesn't
No.
make sense. He's
Well,
saying
the theme of the
even if you lust, if you have a desire, like if you think in your mind, like, damn, I want to tap that. Even if you have a desire to be with a woman, but even don't even act on it, you have committed adultery in your heart. That, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so Jesus, when he's speaking about the heart, the issue of the heart, the theme of those passages is to speak about the issue of the heart, and it's
Okay,
not
don't change the
necessary. Not
subject. Don't change the subject. I want to
You're
know
speaking about
why. Don't change the
Jesus.
subject. I want to know
If you
why.
lust after a
I
woman,
want to
right?
know why heterosexuals get deemed as a sin for lusting in their heart after a heterosexual woman, but homosexual people, it's okay if you lust all you want to, just don't act on it, and that's not a sin. Why?
Well, that's
Or
a false
had you
premise.
never thought about this contradiction
I already
before?
told you. No, I already told you that
No,
the
and
desire.
I already did not accept that. That doesn't make any
Well, it doesn't
sense.
matter. You're
It
not
doesn't
attacking my
make any
argument
sense
then.
just because you are used to telling people bullshit and they accept it, or you're used to
Oh,
telling yourself BS and they accept it. Doesn't mean I have to. Lust is the desire where you are desiring or coveting something. It's not the act of having sex. Adultery would be the act of having sex with someone who is not your spouse. And so when Jesus says that even if you lust after a woman, it is the same as committing adultery. Why is it okay for homosexual people to lust but not do the act? But if heterosexual people lust without doing the act, it is a sin.
no, it's just well. First, that's on a false premise. That's not how I
No, it's
interpret
not.
that
That's exactly
passage.
what your Jesus said.
Well, he's saying something, and what he means that you got to make the distinction. So what he meant there, obviously, he spoke like if you understand how Christ speaks, then you would understand where I'm coming from. You're coming from a false premise, saying that
Wait, is
if
it a
you
sin?
lust in
Is it
your
a sin to lust? Is it a sin
okay,
to
go ahead.
lust in your No, because you're just going around and I've done this already. It's a straight through. Is it a sin for a heterosexual person to lust in their heart after a person without having sex? Is that a sin?
No,
So
not in the
so
way we're
okay.
discussing it
All
now.
right. So when Jesus said we're gonna go to the scripture and we're gonna read it word for word.
It's Matthew 4 or 5, I believe.
It's Matthew 5, not 4. Matthew 5:28. Let me get the NRSVUE. Okay. He said, "You have heard that it was said, you shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lust has already committed adultery with her in his heart." That is not the act. He's saying, even with your eyes, if you lust in your heart, if you lust, even without doing the act, you have committed the adultery as if you had done the act.
Yeah. In the following verses, he says, if your right eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away. For it is better for you to lose one of your members of your whole body to be thrown into hell than to be thrown into hell. So what
What
do you
does
think?
that, hold on,
Do
what
you
does
think
that have
Jesus?
to do? No, what
Okay.
does verse 29 have to do with me asking you, why is it that it is not a sin for homosexuals to lust with their eyes and their heart as long as they don't do the act? And it's not okay
Mhm.
for heterosexuals to lust with their eyes and their heart. Like, what does verse
Yeah,
20, no, stop. What does
I
verse
understand
20,
what you're saying.
stop. What does verse 29 have to do with answering that specific question?
Yeah, verse 29 gives the context for what he means in the previous verses that we read.
All he says is, if you do this shit, cut your eye out so to make it impossible for you to do it again. But what does that have to do with answering the question that I asked you? Like, y'all, this
Yeah,
is what
it
irritates me.
supports my
Hold on, this is what irritates
interpretation
me
of
because
the
we
previous
could have
verse.
been deeper into the conversation, but you're running from a logical entailment of what your church fathers have told you regarding homosexuality, because it makes no sense whatsoever to say that it's for homosexual people, it's not a sin as long as you only think about it, as long as you only have a desire to be intimate mentally or emotionally, but you don't actually stick it in. You don't actually lick the clit. But then to tell a heterosexual person, hey, even if you have a desire to be with another person, even if you think on it, it's a sin. That is a contradiction. That is
Well,
that
you're just interpreting it
it's
wrong.
no, I didn't misinterpret it.
You can get a
It's a sin.
commentary if you
It's
want.
a sin to lust in your heart, to look at a woman sexually, even if you don't fuck her, it's a sin. And then you are saying it is not a sin for a homosexual person to lust after the same gender as long as they don't do it.
Yeah, there are no commentaries that support that interpretation that
That's
you're reading
what
against.
you said. I'm not fucking Catholic. You said
Yeah,
it's
the
not
thing
the
is
act.
that
You said as long as they don't do the act. Do I need to play it back?
well, yeah, you need to do the act for you to be guilty of something.
Exactly, for homosexuals. But you don't need to do the
No,
act to be guilty of the sin for heterosexuals.
no, you need to do the act too.
Oh, so then lusting in your heart is not a sin.
No, lusting in your heart is not a sin in terms of the desire, but lusting in your heart in terms of entertaining
I'm
the
sorry.
very thing
I'm sorry. What do you mean? Like, do you fuck with your eyes, or do you fuck with your
so
penis?
I was just answering you. What was your next question? I missed.
Because you keep running from the point. Do you fuck with your eyes?
No, but
Right, you don't.
I
So
gave the
there's no reason for him to be
no.
saying if your right eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away, or cut
Why
it.
do you think he's saying that? Why do you
Because
think
you
he's
are
let's discern?
sinning with your eye.
Yeah, but why do you think he's saying that?
Because you're sinning with your eyes.
How do you
with
sin with your
lust,
eye?
looking at a woman's ass, checking out her breast,
The thing is
looking
that
her up and down, and all that shit that y'all do. That's That's what he's talking about. Like, why are we being obtuse right now?
Okay, do you think Jesus advocates for you carving out your body?
I don't give a fuck about that. We're talking about
Oh,
what we're
so
talking
okay,
about
you don't
what
care.
he
Okay.
is what we're talking about what he's meaning symbolically here. He's saying
Oh, he's speaking
if you look
symbolically
at
now.
shut the fuck up. Like stop. Like because you're being
Why are you so
purposely
mad?
because you're being obtuse. You're being
No, I'm
obtuse, you're
not. I'm
being
really trying to help
dishonest,
you here.
and you're being dishonest. You know damn well,
You have no
you
commentary
know
stance
damn
to
well
support
that
your
your church
interpretation here.
fathers, your church fathers have taught you a contradiction. And you're trying to
Which
lie
church
and say,
father?
that Jesus is not saying that if you look at a woman and lust after her, you have sinned even without laying down with her. You are lying when you say that's not what he's saying here. You are
Well,
lying. And then you
his
want to
well,
go
I'm
into
not
theology.
okay.
Then you want to go into theology and say,
I
like,
didn't get
is
into
it? Do you
theology
think
yet.
Jesus actually
This is
meant
just
cut your eye
reading the
out?
Bible.
Do you actually think Jesus meant you'll shoot your
Yeah,
eye out? No, that's not even a part of the conversation.
yeah. Well, I can tell
I'm
you why
getting
it's relevant.
irritated.
I can tell you why it's relevant.
It's
You want to
not.
hear why it's
It
it's not.
isn't.
So you don't want
It's
to. You
not.
don't even want to hear
It's
my
not
supporting head.
relevant to you answering the question I asked.
Yes, it
And
is.
when
Yes,
you
it is. I can
answer
tell
the
you why.
question that I asked, then you can move on to your
Wait,
bullshit.
please lower your voice. Please lower your voice.
Motherfucker, how you gonna make me? How are
This
you
is a
going to
civil
enforce that?
conversation.
You
Can we have
can't
a civil
enforce shit no
conversation,
more
please?
than your Jesus can enforce shit.
Oh, okay.
You can't.
Now,
Let's see you. Let's see you and the church fathers make me lower my voice. How you gonna do it?
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. All
You don't
you
want to have
can
a civil
do is call your God.
It's okay. It's okay, man.
All you
But you
can
want to
do
have a
is
civil
call your
I
God,
just want to have
just
a
like
civil
you pray every
discussion.
night,
That's
and
all.
ain't shit gonna happen. You know your
Yeah.
God have any authority over me, so there's no reason. There is
You're right.
no reason for you to even request it or even try to assert it. You have no authority
Yeah.
over me. I'm gonna
I'm just
speak the way
asking for a
I'm going to
respectful,
speak the way I
discussion.
want to speak. If I
Why?
want to be loud, I'm going to be loud. If I
Why?
want to curse, I'm going to curse. There's
Why?
no reason for you to even try to control that because you
Well, it's not
can't.
fruitful to the conversation. You know that?
It is well, you're not fruitful to the conversation. We
Well,
could, like I stated, we could have already
how?
gone on and you could have been talking about your bullshit, but you want to run from the very fact that your church fathers taught you that it's okay for
Did I
homosexual
bring up a
people.
church
It's
father? I'm
okay for
sorry.
homosexual people to lust as long as they don't fuck. And then they
You
taught
keep
you that
bringing
it
up a
is
church
wrong for
father.
you to lust even if you don't fuck.
Well, the thing is that here in Matthew, the Sermon on the Mount, the theme of that is for Jesus
Who gives
to
a fuck about
expose
what the theme of the
uh,
Sermon on the Mount is? This is why I keep cutting you off.
the
What the theme of
context.
the
You know, the
Sermon on the Mount
context gives
is,
meaning to what
what
he's
the
saying,
theme
right?
of the Sermon on the Mount is, has nothing to do with the question that I asked.
Yes, it
No,
does. I
the
can tell
fuck
you
it
why.
doesn't. Jesus could have
Would
been
you
on
allow
the
me?
fucking mountain doing the
Would you?
motherfucking jelly roll. That's not gonna
Oh,
change the
okay.
fact that I asked.
Wow.
It's not. Jesus could have been up there doing the Cupid shuffle. It's not gonna change the fact that the question that I asked you is, do you realize? No, I want to know why it's okay for homosexuals to lust and not fuck, but it's
The
not
question
okay
is
for
invalid.
heterosexuals to lust, and even if they don't fuck. That's what I want to
Question
know.
is invalid. I can tell you why it's
You
invalid.
don't know
If
what
you allow me.
invalid means, motherfucker.
Yeah, invalid just means that it doesn't apply. Did I
If
get
you're
that wrong?
using it here when I ask
Did I
you
get
a
that wrong?
fucking question about some
Did I get
shit
that?
you've
Okay.
said, then you obviously don't know what it means. You are the one who said that as long as same-sex attraction is not actually carried out, it's not a sin. As long as it's
can
just
tell you why.
you just said as long as it's in their mind, in their heart, it's
But I can
intimate.
tell you why, man. Will you allow
But
me?
why is it okay for them but not okay for you? And I very clearly asked you, is it a sin if you lust in your heart and look at a woman without having sex with her? And you said yes. So why is it okay for them
said
but
no.
not okay for them?
No, I said no.
You did not.
Well, if you were listening to anything that I was saying, I said it very.
You
Unless I
literally said
misspoke.
it's a sin to lust
Unless
in
I
your heart.
misspoke.
Then you tried to, when I asked that question, you tried to
No, I
say
didn't
that
say that.
lust is doing the act.
Yeah, well, yeah. For you to be guilty of something, you'd have to act.
So then,
You know that, right?
Nelly could be married, be walking down the street and just look at a woman's ass and think in his head like, God damn, I'd like to
Well,
tap
that's
that.
Well, you know, I like that you brought that up because that's an act. The act of looking and
Okay.
then simply looking. There's a distinction. You gotta have
Yeah, what's the
discernment
difference
when we're reading
between
these
just
things.
what's the difference between lust and the act of lusting? What's the
Well, I
difference
just
between
take them
lusting
to
in
be the
your
same.
heart and the act of lusting?
I just take them to be the same thing, but then the desire for lust is also
What's the
another
desire?
distinction.
How would Nelly desire for lust?
Well, by her because she's broken, and
No,
so she
how
has
would
this desire
Nelly?
to.
Nelly
Oh,
is right there next to you.
I was just answering you.
Nelly is a man. You said
I was just
her.
answering you. Oh my
What the fuck
gosh.
does her have to do with it? Nelly is a man.
Oh, okay, my bad. Nelly, the man, right? As a broken man, a man that needs God, he's gonna have these flaws, right? He's gonna have uh, these sinful inclinations for things that contradict what's good, and
What
this
the fuck are you answering
includes.
right now?
I have no
I'm literally
idea.
answering why does Nelly have the desire to lust?
I did not
Because he's
ask
a
you
broken
that.
man
I did not ask you a
Mm-mm.
fucking why. I said, how would Nelly desire to lust? I did not ask you a why.
through his well, through his sinful inclinations. It's
How? Give
simple.
me an example of someone desiring to lust.
Yeah, well, if Nelly would be married, I wouldn't then like it would be expected if he had a sinful inclination for him to want to be more than one woman. So him wanting to be more than one woman is a desire for that. That's an inclination right there.
How the fuck is that different than him saying, oh, I want to fuck that woman. I want to fuck that woman. I want to fuck that
Well,
woman.
he's
How is
acting
that
on that
different?
because he's acting on that.
How? Get the fuck off my stage.
You
I
can have
can't.
the
You're
okay.
going to irritate the fuck out of me. You don't answer
Okay,
questions.
that's
You're
fine.
dishonest as
That's okay.
fuck. Like, I'm sick of
Okay.
you. Go.
That's
Like,
fine.
you're just dishonest. Get the fuck off my stage.
Show me. Sure.
I sure will. This is the
Go ahead.
desire to drop. Oops, that was the action. I fucking cannot. That was a ugh.
Yeah, he didn't want to answer that.
Just dishonest as fuck. Like, deal with the fucking entailment so we can get on to a deeper conversation, motherfucker. Like, y'all so scared of being fucking wrong. Like, deal with the shit. Yo, Jesus told you that it is a sin to lust in your heart, even if you don't fuck. But your church fathers told you it's not a sin for gay people to lust in their heart as long as they don't fuck. Fucking deal with that. That's a conversation we need to have. Stop being fucking scared. D Block.
I that's deep. That was deep. I never thought about it. You guys are getting deep into it because I do a lot of lusting. I do a lot of lusting. So I mean, I mean, everything that you said. I mean, am I in the right place? Am I with God or no?
I don't know. I'm not with God. I'm an atheist. What are you? Are you a believer, deconstructing, or an atheist?
I am. I'm a Protestant. Because that's who my people were.
You're a Protestant?
I wear a cross around my neck every day. I don't go to church except for on the holidays.
Okay.
But
You believe
I
in
believe in
Jesus?
wearing a cross. Yeah, I believe in God
Okay.
and His Son.
How old are you?
I'm 56.
Okay. So you came up here to talk about lust?
I came up here. I came on because I heard the conversation, and it was intriguing.
Mm-hmm. We were
So I
talking
don't
about
know. I don't
topic
know
one.
where I'm landing in this conversation. I'm just here now.
Well, I don't let people hang out on stage unless they come up to talk about one of the topics up here. If you are a believer,
Well,
I'm
I
an
have not.
atheist, and so you can
I'm
come
from
up
New
and you
York,
can
so
hold on. You can talk about. You can choose one of these three topics, but I don't allow people to just hang out on stage.
Well, I was looking at it, but then I heard the comments. But anyway, so yeah, so I have nothing. I mean, Happy Pride Day. That has nothing.
Right.
Every
You could say,
pride.
so you
You know,
agree that
I mean,
homosexuality is not a sin or wrong? Or being trans isn't a sin or wrong?
no, I mean, if God's allowing it to happen, how could it be wrong? Right? If you're able to do it, if you're a human, you're able to do it. I'm not a script. I'm not a God, a scripture person like that. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more into live and let live.
Hmm. Yeah. Saying that if God is allowing it to happen, how could it be wrong? Like in your belief system, your God is allowing sex trafficking with children to happen. And that's definitely wrong.
Well, I'm not saying. Look, who am I to judge anything? I'm not
I mean,
saying
you
it's.
are a human
I mean,
being
it's
with eyes
for
and
me to
hopefully
say
knowledge
anything
and
about.
understanding.
I understand all those things are happening, but who am I to say? I mean, it's kind of hard.
What's
I mean,
hard
of
about
course,
saying that trafficking children is
I don't
wrong?
want. Right, I know that's wrong. I know that, but I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that how could I sit here? I'm not a god,
Why do you need a
right?
God to say that trafficking children is wrong? Why do you need a God to speak out on
No,
things
no,
that
I'm
you
gonna
hold
speak
on?
on that.
Let me finish speaking. Right, I'm saying why do you need a God to say, hey, that's wrong, that's harmful?
Well, somebody might say the same thing about the alternative,
So you set
right?
morals. You set
So,
the morals for yourself.
so, so, so,
You
so,
set
so,
the moral
I'm
standards
just
for
saying,
yourself. Like, why do you need a
right?
master?
Do I?
That's what it sound like. It sound like you need a master to tell you, good boy, bad boy. Like what?
No, like it's more like what I said from the beginning, right? What I said from the beginning, right? I know you don't believe in God, but I mean, judgment is judgment, right? If you believe in God, you don't pass judgment on anyone.
If you believe in God, you are already
If you
passing
don't
judgment
believe
on
in God,
yourself. Don't. What's the reason? If
it,
you
it,
believe in God, you're already passing judgment on yourself and everybody else. What's the reason you believe in a God?
what's the reason? I mean, I can say the same question. I mean, I'm not trying to.
Can you answer the
Why don't
question?
you
Like, what's
believe in
up with
God?
y'all not answering
Why don't
questions?
you believe in God?
What is the reason you
Right?
believe in God?
Because that's what I was taught.
Oh, because that's what you were talking. Can your God punish you?
I mean, am I gonna say my mom is wrong
Can your God punish you?
for telling me to put a cross around my neck
Can
and walk
can
out the
your
house with it every day?
she's wrong for not teaching you to question this shit. Can your God punish you?
Uh I don't see. That's the question. I don't know. I've been through ups and downs in my lifetime. Now, some people would say, "Well, that happened because whatever, divine intervention." They could
Like,
say,
can you be honest?
they
I
could
don't want
say,
to know
they could
what
say
some people
karma.
say. I'm
You
talking
could
to
say
you.
karma.
Can you stop? I don't want to know what some people say. They're not on this stage. I'm talking to you about your belief.
And what do I
Do
believe?
you believe that your God, the God you believe in, has the power to punish you?
Yes, I do.
Exactly. And because you believe that your God has the power to punish you, you have already judged yourself. So like why are you up here saying, who am I to judge?
No, I believe that if I do something that is if I do something towards others, it's wrong, right? Isn't that what God teaches
Isn't that
you?
called judging?
Or if you don't believe that, or
How
even
is
if
your
you're
how
not,
is your
even if you
God
don't
teaching? This
believe
is
in
why I
God,
said you need a God. You need a master.
if all right, so even if you don't believe in God, if you
Y'all
do
don't listen.
something towards someone else, right? Do you not know if it's wrong or right?
Do you realize that
Well,
you are
who
saying, will
taught
you
you that?
stop? It's wrong for you to keep cutting me off.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to have a conversation.
Yeah, you can't have a conversation
I
if
find
both of us
that
are
I
talking at
found.
the same time.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Do you realize that you are saying that you don't know right from wrong, good or bad, unless a God decides that for you? You are literally saying that you do not have the mental faculties, the capabilities to think critically, to reason, and think through your actions and say, oh, I should not do that, because that would be harmful to me, or that would be harmful to animals, or that would be harmful to my sister or my brother. You're saying that
No,
you
I
need
don't.
a
I don't.
God. You're saying you need a God to give you some prescribed moralities to say this is good, this is bad. Don't do that. You can do that. That's what you're saying you need.
Well, some people may need that.
I'm talking about you.
You
I'm
understand the
talking about
need?
you. I said that's what you are saying you need. Why, y'all don't like talking about yourselves, do y'all?
I'm trying. I'm trying to. I'm searching. I'm reaching. I'm trying to reach inside here. I really am.
Why you keep
I'm trying
going
to have a
outside to everybody
conversation.
else? I'm talking about you. Why you keep bringing everybody
Okay.
else in it?
All right. I'm talking about me, right? Now, I told you I don't go to church. I don't go to church, right? But I know what's wrong, right? I don't need God to tell me what's right and wrong, but I know what's wrong.
You literally said you did. Now you're saying you don't need God. You don't need a God
No,
to tell you that.
I told you I don't. I told you from the beginning. I'm not. I wear a cross around my around my chest every day before I walk out to go to work every day. I think it's protection. That's my belief system, right? Whether you agree with it or not, I believe that without that, and maybe one day if I don't leave out of my house without that cross around my neck, that might be the day that I don't come back. That's my belief system. That's what I believe in. You believe in what you believe in for whatever you
We
believe
are
in,
talking about morality.
right?
We're talking about morals. We're talking about what's right
Right.
and what's
I'm
wrong.
trying.
What the hell does your fear of death, right? And you believing that a cross puts some fucking force field around you to keep you from dying. What does that have to do with what's right or what's wrong?
But that's just like you don't believe in that.
Who
That's what I
asked you
believe
about
in.
that though? Who asked you about that?
I'm just saying. But regardless of that, right? Regardless of that, I know innately as a human, regardless of religion, right, or no religion, I know what is right and wrong.
Then talk about right and wrong and not about your Merkaba that you win every day with the
I just
cross.
said that.
Nobody asked
I
about
just
that.
said that. I
No,
just
you
said
didn't.
outside that. Even though my beliefs, even though I wear this cross around my leg, and I believe that protects me, that is not that is not going to guide me into knowing what is right and wrong as a human being. Right? We are all humans.
I don't know what
Right?
the fuck you talking
So
about right now. Like, no.
regardless of what you believe
You
in,
are
you
not.
treat
No,
people
you are not talking about the topic. I'm not interested in just hearing all of the opinions in your mind. I'm a very focused person, okay? And the topic is, when you came up here, I picked the topic for you, which I normally don't do. And we talked about how homosexuality is not a sin, right? Then you made some crazy ass statement that you can't judge people who traffic children
not a
because I
crazy
said I did
I
not
made no
say
crazy.
you were crazy. This y'all don't listen. Y'all do not listen. I said you made a crazy ass statement that you cannot judge people who traffic children because you are not a God. And that is what we are talking about. Now you want to talk about your damn cross on your neck that's keeping you alive. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about the fact that you believe in a God. I'm not here to talk to you about why you believe in a God. We are
That
talking
has
about the
absolutely
fact that you
nothing.
made a statement that you cannot judge right or wrong, good or bad, unless a God does. That's what we were
Really,
talking about. You
really.
have gone
That's what
far
you
away from
that
that.
really have I
Yeah.
or have or you the one that's gone way far away from that. You have gone far away from that.
Far away from what?
Far away from what I said. It doesn't. It.
Far away from
I
what?
said humanity. I
Say
said human.
explicitly where we.
I said
What was the
human.
starting point?
Can you say human?
What
Can
was
you
the
say the
starting
word
point?
human being?
Yep, I
Can you
sure
say human
can.
being?
Yep,
Right.
like that. Nelly, you can do the next one. Like, God damn.
Oh wow.
That is ridiculous.
What is that? Anton, what does that say? I
Anton
can't see.
Fisher.
Anton. Hey Anton. Are you there? Anton going once. Anton ain't there.
Now we're finna get everybody on the wait list now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. The guest box is open if you are a believer in the God of the Bible, if you are deconstructing, if you are an atheist and 21 and up. I know the post says 18 and up. I just didn't have time to make a new post, but it is 21 and up. Sure, you did. Go put it in a Food Line bag and sell that shit. Like, I hate what this belief system has done to the minds, like the logic, like it literally, to me, it just feels like it has robbed people of their ability to think critically.
Yeah. That's facts. Because those two conversations, I don't understand. I was wanting to get into the part with the first guy with they always say perverted. That's perverted. That's perverted. And I wanted to ask him how did he come up with that perversion? I wanted to know where he got it from.
Oh, I'm sure he
That's
got it from the church fathers because he brought up
yeah,
the catechism.
yeah. I just wonder. To me, I mean, I look at it like this.
Then
If
you probably shouldn't announce that, right? Like, who gives a fuck, right?
Mhm.
I'm a believer, but I have no need to debate my faith. Okay, you could have kept that to yourself. I didn't even know you were in here. Like, what? Why the fuck did you even type that? I didn't ask you to come up.
I'm a believer, but I have no need to debate my faith. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mm.
I swear they be, I don't know. Like, you're not the center stage. My
Well,
live
they
is for
think they
people
are.
who do want to challenge their faith. People who aren't afraid to challenge their faith. It's not for you then, Mookie.
That means move around. I got to get me something to eat out of here.
I got Zaxby sitting over here waiting till I start starving in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I'm going through the refrigerator right now. That's why I'm muted up because I want y'all to hear me.
Right, Appalachian. Like, it's like they could have just kept listening. Like, there was no need for them to type that. All right, y'all, don't get scared. Y'all be casting out demons, fighting witches and warlocks, bears and lions, oh my, but y'all are scared of a woman speaking loudly. That doesn't make any sense to me. Bumble Bob?
Big black fucking fat nigger, big black nigger.
It's interesting how they think that we want to be like them, but they're always looking for us. Ain't that funny?
Big black nigger, big black fucking fat nigger, big black nigger.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, cool. Every fucking where we go, right? But we want to be like them, right? They have black fatigue, but they have to come and find us to let us know. Very interesting. And then they take the time to record themselves saying it because we don't give a fuck when they come in here and do it. Like, because we just let them do it and they lose their fucking breath. They done started recording themselves because they know that we're just gonna sit there and let them do it. But they are the superior ones. And that's what they want you to believe. Get the fuck out of here.
Superior. Yeah. That's I don't know what they thought that was going to do or what he thought that was going to do.
Oh, they wanted a reaction. They get fed by the reactions. I wish the black community would stop reacting to it because that's what they want. Yeah. Mongo?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for allowing me in your life.
You're welcome. How old are you?
Oh, I'm 48.
All right. Are you a believer, deconstructing, or an atheist?
I really don't design my life around ideology.
Okay, so you have to be either a believer in the God we're talking about, deconstructing your belief, or an atheist to be on stage, okay?
Right. That's okay. I just okay for the sake of the life. I'm an ideologist.
That isn't one of the
proposition.
options,
It's
okay? That's not one of the options, and I'm not just looking for opposition. So I'm going to drop you back down, okay?
That's not good. You're
No.
dropping me
Because
doesn't
you
allow
do
me
not
to
fit
speak.
the conversation that I'm looking to have.
Right.
That's not the conversation I'm looking to
May I
have.
speak?
No.
Is that okay?
Nope. You don't fit the conversation, so I'm going to drop you back
Inconvenient
down.
truths
Have
are
a good
not good for your
day,
life. That's
okay?
right. Thank
God damn. Shit.
Worst
You just
they way
don't
up
care.
here.
Yeah, I'm none of that, but I like to speak. Open live,
God.
open panel.
Wait, what are we debating about?
Oh, goodness. How old are you?
400?
You too old. Have a good one. Can y'all block Mongo? Like, for you to get back in the fucking request after I told you no? Like, goddamn, y'all like to cross boundaries. Y'all, the guest box is open. If you are a believer, like I swear, Jesus should have like told y'all that education is important. Like at least he should have said your soul is important and so is your mind. Like telling y'all that all y'all needed was faith in Jesus was some dumb shit. Yes, 400 is too fucking old. They are exhausting. Like ignorance is exhausting. Remember, if you are a nerd or a fan club member, if you're in the request box on purpose, please put a nerd emoji in the chat so that I'll know that you're coming up on purpose. The center fielder.
How are you?
I'm irritated right now. How are you?
I'm well.
How old are you?
63.
Are you a believer in the God of the Bible, deconstructing, or an atheist?
I believe in the Bible.
Okay, I'm gonna let you start off with Nelly, since the last one was an asshole.
How you doing, man?
I'm well. What about yourself?
I'm great. I'm great.
Excellent.
And what topic did you want to talk about? 1, 2, or 3?
Wow, that's kind of interesting. Jesus wasn't sinless. That's a good one.
Okay.
So when you
What are
say
your thoughts
Jesus
on
wasn't
that?
sinless, let's go with that one.
Okay. What are your thoughts on that?
Let me see. How can I put this?
Hold on one second. If you are a nerd and your nerd box next to your name is gray, please get your heart me. Like Mama Bash say, it's only a penny. Thank you. Go ahead, y'all.
I can't really. I wasn't there with him. So when you put that topic up, let's see. Have you elaborate a little bit as to what you're talking about?
I mean, it's pretty laid out. There's no
Jesus
elaboration
wasn't
needed.
sinless.
Jesus wasn't sinless.
Okay.
Do you think that he was sinless?
Well, I'm not going to say I can't. Like I say, I wasn't there, and I can't really say what he did or what he didn't do. Only thing I can go by is what the scriptures say, and as far as I know, scriptures don't put him as have sinned.
Really? Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Well, I'll put it
So,
to you this way: I done
mhm,
read the Bible 4 times. In the last 2 times, I understood it. I haven't read the full Bible in probably
okay.
2 decades, but I do
Okay.
understand it. And as far as
Well,
scripture go, I'm not one of them people that's going to go and throw out scripture because that's just not what or who I am. But I
okay.
understand it.
Okay. So really, you don't know if he was sinless or not. Is what you're
Well, when
saying?
if you put a title up like that, what made him sin?
Well, we can start just
What?
with simple stuff without going to scripture.
Okay,
Let's just
like
start
what?
with simple stuff.
Let's
Was
go.
Jesus a man?
He was a man.
Did he have blood?
He had blood.
He had blood. Okay. Was Mary his mother? Was she sinless?
Well, she was a woman born into the world. She had sin. So if you want to
Okay.
go by, if that's what you're going to go by,
Hmm.
then you could say yes. Anybody who's a human that was born has sin.
Hmm. I mean, you said it. I didn't.
But if he didn't have a father, or he had a father, which was God, and no man has ever entered into Mary.
What does that change anything?
Well, I don't know. What are you, a pastor or something?
Why do everybody think I'm a pastor?
Well, I'm not.
The,
I'm just
It's
asking.
the
I don't
soup,
know
mm,
because
Nelly.
there's
I'm
many
gonna
people
change
out
my
there.
PF. I'm gonna
There's many
change it.
people out there who go
Hmm.
and they try to speak like pastors and they
Hmm.
try to debate certain topics, especially when it comes to
Hmm.
the book. And that's
Okay.
fine. I don't have no problem with that because
Wait,
Mhm.
only pastors can talk about the
I didn't.
book?
No. I didn't say that. I said some people.
Right, you're
And a
saying
lot of
that
people,
like
a lot of people actually go out there and that's what they do. You have people who stand in a pulpit every Sunday. And it's like,
but
man, them people ain't
hold on.
been ordained by God.
Hold on. Like you're saying that like only pastors can talk about the book or debate the
No,
book.
no, no. I know. Only pastors can't talk about the book, but you have
No,
so many
that's
that
not true.
do.
That don't make any fucking sense.
Well, it may not make any fucking sense to you.
It don't make any fucking sense at
Well, you know what,
all. If a
ma'am?
person can read,
I'm not going to
if
debate.
if
I'm
a
not going to
you
debate
are,
you
you are,
because I've seen it
you
for
are,
myself. I don't
you
have to sit up
are.
here really.
You're doing
First of
it
all, I don't
right
have to
now.
prove nothing
You're
to
doing
you.
it right now.
I don't have to
You're
prove
doing
anything
it now.
to you,
You're doing
ma'am.
it now. The very fact that you hit
You know what? Your
request,
mouth. I listen
the
to your
very
mouth, and
fact,
I'm like,
and you
wow. We
still
know
hit
what
request,
side you stand on.
and you still hit request,
Look at you.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I did.
Exactly. Exactly.
I
So
did.
shut the
I
fuck up
did
and
hit you
debate
up.
it.
Yes, I did hit you up.
Then do what the
Because
fuck
I
you
just
came up
wanted
here
to
to
see
do.
what you had.
Then do
I
what
wanted
the
to
fuck
see
you
what
came up
your
here to
show was all
do.
about.
Then do what you
That's
came
all.
up here
But
to
I already
do
knew
with
what
your
your show was
Christian
all about. Lady,
non-reading
don't try to
ass.
out-talk me.
With your
Fuck
Christian
you think you
non-reading
talking
ass.
to?
You a Christian and
Who
you
the
don't
fuck you
even know
think you
what the fuck
talking
you
to?
believe
Lady,
because
who
you
do you
scared
think
to
you
read the
talking
fucking
to?
book.
You let a
You
man
outsource.
say
You
nigger for
outsource
over 2 minutes
because
and then your
your weak
dumb ass didn't
ass.
say nothing.
Because your
Look
weak
at you.
ass.
Look at
Because
you.
you
Look
weak
at
as
you.
fuck. Because
You
your
let a
mind
man
is
say
weak, bitch.
nigger for over
Cause
2
your
minutes
mind,
and you
cause
didn't do
your
a
mind is
goddamn
weak.
thing.
Cause you weak than a motherfucker.
You think
You
so?
let a
You
motherfucking
think
word
so?
move you to
It
fucking
don't no,
react.
it don't bother
You
me,
let a
ma'am.
motherfucker. Then why the
I
fuck
just
you
didn't have
whining
nothing to
about it?
do.
Then why
Look
you
at you.
whining about it?
Look at
Then
you.
why you
I
whining
just
about
wanted
it?
to see what your
Then
room
why
was
you
about.
whining about
As
it?
far as a
Yeah,
weak
you
ass
want to
man,
whine
sister,
because
you
a
don't know
woman
nothing
because a
about
woman
me.
talks about what the fuck she
You
want to talk
what are you
about.
saying?
Because
What
a
are
woman
you
talks about what the fuck she
saying?
wants to talk
What are you
about.
saying,
Like you, what
ma'am?
you gonna do about
What
it?
are you
What are
saying?
you gonna
What
do
are
about it?
you
What are you
saying?
going to do
You're not
about it?
saying nothing.
What are you going to
We
do
know
about
what
the
you
shit you
are.
are fucking complaining about?
Look at you. Complaining
What are
about
you
what,
going to
ma'am?
do
You
about
are
it?
entertaining
What?
me.
Oh, okay, then entertain, motherfucker. I'm
You are
entertained too.
entertaining me, ma'am.
I'm entertained too.
Good.
Good.
So we're both entertained.
I'm entertained by the fact that you outsourced your motherfucking brain to another motherfucking man just because he got P in front of his fucking name. Like you bow
What?
down to dick.
I don't bow down to
Yes, the fuck you do.
nobody, sweetheart, but
You think
God.
a man who self-appointed himself as a fucking pastor has more authority to read a goddamn book and talk about that shit than you do.
Whose pastor are you talking? First of all,
When both of
I can
y'all
talk
have
about
a
it myself,
fucking
sweetheart.
brain, when
I
both
can
of
talk
y'all
about
have
it
a brain
myself,
in your
sweetheart.
head,
So
both of you have a
that
brain,
just goes
you
to
both
show
have
you don't
eyes
know
to
what the
read
fuck you're
English
talking
words.
about.
Now one of you
Look at you.
motherfuckers
Look at
have
you.
anything
Look at you.
extra.
Look how you get turned
Now,
up.
look
It
you,
is so
and so
funny
are
how
you.
you get turned
And
up.
so are
You
you,
are
motherfucker.
turned up
And so are
because
you.
you
The
think
moment I
people just go
questioned
sit
your
back and
ass,
listen to
and
your corny
you
ass
do,
and let you
you
talk down
do,
to them.
you do. That's why your
No, I
motherfucking
don't.
ass hit request, motherfucker.
I
That's
did.
why you hit
One fucking
request.
time.
That's why
One
you hit
fucking
request.
time.
That's why you
I only
are
came
in
on your
here.
show one
That's
fucking
why you
time,
know who
sweetheart.
I am, and I
You ain't
don't know who
nobody.
you
You're
are.
nobody.
That's why
You're
you
fucking
know who
nobody.
I am, and
You're
I don't
nobody.
know who you are.
You are
You want
nobody,
to come and
lady.
throw your hat in the ring?
Look at you.
You want to come and throw your hat in the ring and see what you can do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
and you
I
ain't
gonna
did
lie.
shit.
Hey, one thing
And you ain't did
about
shit
me,
but told
I ain't gonna
everybody that
say I
you
didn't
ain't
when
did
I
a
know I
motherfucking
did.
thing and told
You know what,
showed
ma'am?
everybody that you
You know what, man?
outsourced
I
your
ain't show
fucking
people
brain
shit.
to another
First of all,
man.
you don't even know me, darling.
I don't
And
want to
another
know
thing,
you.
you need to
I don't
really
want to know
check
you.
yourself
You,
because right
what
now
you gonna
you got
do?
a fucked up
And what you
attitude.
gonna do?
And I can
And what you gonna
almost
do?
bet you are a
And what
fucked
you
up
gonna
ass
do?
woman.
And what you gonna do? What you gonna
You ain't
do?
nothing to do nothing with.
I
You're
said, what the
nothing.
fuck
You're
you complaining
nothing.
about?
I'm not
Then what
complaining.
the
I'm
fuck
saying
you
your
complaining about?
attitude. And you have
You
younger
like
women
you
that
don't like
listen to
being
your
questioned,
corny
motherfucker.
ass. Corny.
Good.
Look at your mouth. You have a nasty mouth.
Good. So then they
You
stop
have a
fucking letting
very nasty
falling for motherfuckers
disposition
like
about
you.
yourself, ma'am. Oh,
Good.
are you a
Good.
ma'am? What should I call you?
Good. What?
You are a nasty person.
Okay, cool. And what?
You're very nasty.
Okay, and
You know what?
what?
You need to change yourself. You
For
need
what?
Christ in your
For
life
what?
because you damn sure don't
For
have
what?
it.
For what?
I don't know. Maybe to
You
change
don't
your
know,
fucked up
motherfucker.
ways.
So it's okay for your motherfucking ass to say fuck because you a
Look at
Christian.
you.
Because you
You
a
are no
Christian and you got a
lady.
dick, but I
You
can't say
are
fuck
no
because I'm a
lady.
woman. Fuck
Are
you.
you married? Have you ever
That
been
ain't none of
married?
your
Any
motherfucking
man wants
business,
you?
motherfucker.
Don't nobody
That's
want you.
none of your
Don't know,
fucking
because I can
business.
tell you right
Like
now,
the crazy
ain't
thing about
nobody
it is
gonna
like you
put up with
all
no
think
corny ass
y'all
woman
think that's
and her
because you
fucked
weak.
up
That's
attitude
because
like
you
you.
weak weak and insecure, motherfucker, and you
You think so?
intimidated by women like me. Every time y'all say
Hey,
that
why
shit,
would I be
that's your
intimidated by a woman
motherfucking
like you?
cry. That's your
Why would I
motherfucking
be
cry.
intimidated by a woman like
Every
you? You
time
ain't
you
shit to me.
insecure men say, ain't
Insecure?
no man gonna want a
I
woman
don't
like
think no
you,
man is
y'all let me
insecure
know
to have
that
to
you
deal
are
with a piece of shit
fucking
like you.
weak and intimidated.
Is that what you believe,
That's
sweetheart?
what
If
I
that's what you
know.
believe,
That's
that's
what you
fine
just
with me.
declared. That's
I
what
know
you
who
just
I am,
declared.
darling.
No, the fuck
I
you
know
don't.
who I
No,
am,
the fuck you
darling.
don't. You are who
I
your
know
pastor
who I
tell you
am.
to
You
be.
just
You who
a
your pastor
bitter
tell you to
ass
be. You
woman
who
with a
society
fucked
tell
up
you to be.
attitude
And you
because
scared.
you probably are
You scared
confused
to
and
step out
don't
of
know
line,
who the fuck
motherfucker.
you are.
Step
That's
out of
what you
line.
are.
Step
You're
out of line.
confused,
You scared
sweetheart.
to
Get
step
your
out of
act
line.
together. You need
You
Christ
scared
in
to
your
step out
life.
of line, motherfucker. That's what you
You
are.
need Christ in your life
Fuck
because
you
you
in your
are a
Christ.
bitter woman.
Fuck you in your Christ. How
No,
about
I
that?
would want to fuck you.
Fuck
You ain't
you in
nothing to
your Christ.
fuck.
I said fuck you and your Christ. That's what I
You
said.
well, you know what? I wouldn't talk about Christ like that. But then
I
again, I don't know
did.
what you are. You
I
just a bitter
did.
woman.
Already
You need
did.
God in your life, darling, because
Already
you are
did.
a
Fuck you
bitter
in your
woman.
Christ.
Why are you so bitter? Why are you so bitter?
Because
Why
my
are you so
coffee's
hateful
bitter.
towards yourself?
Because my
You have
coffee's
a
bitter right
nasty
now.
mouth. More than likely, you probably have a more
Like,
nastier
god
inside because you have
damn,
a
you
nasty
whiny
disposition.
motherfuckers. I swear that's all y'all fucking do is
You
whine.
you
Like I
are
wish
a woman
Jesus
who
told
is
y'all, like y'all just
confused,
whine
darling.
so fucking
You
much.
are
Like you mad
confused.
because you can't control my
You
ass,
are
motherfucker. You came up here
confused.
to whine about that shit.
Oh, I didn't come up here to whine,
Yes,
darling.
the
Like I
fuck you
said,
did. That's why you
it's
hear requests.
10:28, and I was
That's
doing
why you hear
something,
requests,
and I just
motherfucker.
happened to
Let me
turn
go
on
up here
my
and put
fucking
this
phone,
woman in
and I
her
said,
place.
"Oh, let me see what
I
they
don't
talking
like the way
about."
this
So as
woman
far as
talk.
being confused, darling,
Who
there
is
ain't
this?
nothing to
This
be confused when
ain't
it
no
comes to a piece
woman
of shit
should
like
be
you.
saying
And
fuck.
second of all,
Should
you
no
are
woman be
a
raising her
entertaining
voice?
piece
Like
of nothing,
literally, this
darling.
woman has this man on the internet yelling at the top of his lungs. And
Sweetheart, if I was
he
yelling,
has so
you
much
could not
dominion.
hear me if I
He
was
has
yelling.
so
My
much
voice is just
dominion.
loud.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's so strong. Look
I
at
don't
his
talk like that,
throat.
darling.
Look
Never
at his
have.
throat. Oh my God. Look at
You
those
know what?
vocal
I hope you
cords.
get. You know what?
Look
I
at
hope
those
you
vocal
build up your
cords.
numbers because you
Oh
fucking
my
need them.
God. Thank
Because a
you.
woman like you, oh
Thank
well, that's if
you.
I don't know what you are really,
Thank
but if
you.
whatever you are, but you know what, sweetheart,
Thank you.
I'm gonna pray for you because I know
Fuck
you
your prayer.
seriously need it.
Fuck your
And you know
prayer.
what?
Your prayers don't work for you, motherfucker.
I'm gonna take
Your
my
prayers
silly
don't work for
self
you.
out of
Your
your
prayers
room
don't
because
work
you
for
know
you.
what?
Run.
I done had
Run.
enough of you.
Bye.
So you know what? You have a
Bye.
great evening, sweetheart, and I'm gonna
Bye.
pray for you. And get
Bye.
a better fucking attitude, you trick.
Bye. Bye, whiny ass.
Whatever you say,
Bye,
darling.
whiny. Bye.
You a
Crybaby.
dumbass bitch.
Bye. Oh, bye. You can't say bitch. Only I can say bitch because I have a dick.
Hello.
Natalia.
Yes, hello.
Hi, how old are you?
Hello. Natalia. I'm
Am I
sorry.
on Bluetooth?
Hi, how old are you? I'm 43.
Natalia, you have some echo. Hold on, y'all. Give it a second. Let's see if she try to request back up. Nelly, we're gonna try one more time. I asked one motherfucking question and that nigga lost his fucking mind.
It's already gave me time to eat my food.
I swear, incel ass, insecure ass men hate it when a woman asserts herself.
Hello, can you hear me better?
Yeah. How old are you?
Okay. I'm 43.
Okay. Are you a believer, deconstructing, or an atheist?
I am a believer.
Okay. Nelly, go ahead.
Okay. And what topic did you come up to discuss?
I'm actually brand new here, and I was just hopping on, and I saw the childish show that thing was putting on,
Well, when you
and I
have,
just wanted to tell Thinker that you handled
okay,
that
go ahead.
excellently.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
usually when you come up, I mean, we appreciate it and everything, but when you come up, we ask that you pick a topic and discuss one of the topics. But we do appreciate you coming
Well,
up anyway to give a compliment.
I would love to pick a topic too. Sure.
Okay.
Yes. So what are the topic choices? I'm sorry, one more time.
They're on the board. Can you see them?
Barely. Hold on. Let me grab my glasses.
Okay.
Okay. 1, homosexuality isn't a sin or wrong. 2, being trans isn't a sin or wrong. And 3, Jesus wasn't sinless. I believe 3, Jesus wasn't sinless.
Okay. You only can pick one. You have to pick
Okay,
one
that's
and
the one
then,
I picked. 3.
okay,
Jesus
go
wasn't
ahead.
sinless.
Okay, go ahead. What are your thoughts on that?
I believe Jesus wasn't sinless, and from what I believe and all my knowledge that I've grown to believe in, I don't believe Jesus has a problem with homosexuality or being trans, and that's a personal belief.
May I ask where you? I just want to ask, where are you getting this from? Is it just something you thought of, or is it something in the Bible, or is it?
That's what I believe in my heart and soul. So
Oh,
that's
okay. So
not,
this
you're
is
not going to
personal.
find that in any book.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you can stick to one topic, don't try to put all three topics into one, okay?
Okay, yes,
Right.
ma'am. I'm sorry. But yeah, I believe Jesus wasn't sinless. And so saying that sticking with that one topic, I believe that Jesus would not hold it against us if based on who we love, based on who we're involved in.
Okay.
Is that
Well, that's kind of going to the 1 and 2 topic when you say that. I would like to know, how would you, you're saying Jesus wasn't sinless, and I'm just trying to get more in depth on just that part of it. Why would you say Jesus wasn't sinless? Is it something that he done? Is it something that he said, or anything like that to make you say that?
I just believe that he was sinless. Like he doesn't, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Is that all you have to say about that?
Yes, that's all.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you for coming up, and thank you so much.
Have a good day, Natalia.
Mhm.
I'm trying, Nelly. I'm
It's
trying.
okay. You're giving me time to eat my food,
Okay.
so I'm good. It's turkey neck and rice and potatoes is good.
What's going on, y'all?
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right.
How old are you?
I'm 46.
Are you a believer in the God of the Bible deconstructing or an atheist?
Yeah, I believe in God all the way. Ain't simple as that.
Okay,
I want to talk about.
one second. Nelly, do you still need time to eat or?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, try this one.
Okay, well, let's see where it goes. Where it goes. What's your name, sir?
Awesome.
Awesome. All right,
Yes, sir.
awesome. I'm Mr. Nelson. Okay. What topic did you come up to discuss? 1, 2, or 3?
I guess I'm gonna have to just pick one of them. When it comes to being transgender, okay.
Okay.
Now, we're all entitled to our own opinion. It all matters how we were raised, being taught, and what we were not taught. When it comes to being educated to the ins and outs, at the end of the day, he left us free will. So, in the meantime, in between time, I just don't like how it's forced upon. Like, we all have freedom to live how we live. But during the mindset of someone intentionally trying to transpire that energy of, oh, you should change your gender and this and that and be like us, versus someone being born felt a certain type of way, that's a hell of a topic y'all put up there, and I just want to tap in.
Okay. All right. Oh, well, so so is being trans, is it a sin or it's not?
You know, that's a good question because I'm not God, so I'm not able to judge, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I'll tell you something else. Why I find that very interesting that every Christian, when it gets, or believer, I'm not going to call you a Christian, I'm just say believer. Every believer that sees a question like that, why do you guys always go to, I'm not God, so I can't judge, but yet,
Oh, I have an opinion. Yes, I do have an opinion. I will share my opinion, though. Excuse me for
yeah,
interrupting you. I'll
but
share my opinion. I don't believe
okay,
it's a good thing. I don't believe it's a good thing because we were born gender, all right?
okay,
So when it comes to a person feeling some type of way, it's a negative energy that transpired upon them for them to feel that way. You know, I've seen videos and stuff on TV. Oh, I was born to be a girl and this and that, or I was born to be a boy and this. You know, I kind of blame it on the way of the world. You know, it's manipulation and propaganda, and it has overwhelmed, like, you know, fortune and fame and stuff like that. It makes people interested, so they start being interested in shit that really ain't healthy for them. You know,
Okay,
I want to go. I
let's
want to go
run.
deeper into it, but I don't
That's
want to
what
go
I'm
too
trying to
deep.
do. Well, I have to go deep in it because I'm going off what you said. So let's run with that for a second. And I'm gonna just ask a question: is it possible? Um, now, you know, scientifically that when we're in our mother's womb, in the beginning stages, we are female. You do know that, right?
No, I don't know that, but I'm aware of what a hermaphrodite is because the clitoris is like a little dingling. If you want to keep it 100,
Well,
you know.
let's not go. I'm not going there with you. I'm just trying to start at the beginning. That's
All
all.
right, come on,
So
educate
in
me,
the
brother,
begin,
because you told me
so
something
in
I
the
didn't
be-
know.
so in the beginning stages, we are all female.
Okay.
Okay. Now there is a deciding factor. Um, think of what do they call it? The chrome. What is it? The X. I get them confused.
The X chromosome and Y
the
chromosome.
X, the X and Y chromosome. Okay. Now the
Yeah, I
male, I
also want to say
believe.
hermaphrodite is a slur. Like,
Yeah,
don't
it
say that.
is.
It's
Yeah.
intersex.
Yes, intersex is what it's called. But so if I'm make sure I'm saying this right, I just want to make sure the male is the deciding the male chromosome is the deciding factor of what the gender of the child's going to be. Is that correct? Am I
What
saying
the
that right?
sexual orientation, male or female?
Yes. What the sexual orientation of it is.
I don't know if he's
So
there,
the
Nelly. He's on Teacup.
oh, okay. He should probably looking up to see what to check and see what I said. That's probably what he's doing.
Awesome, are you there, or is Nelly talking to himself?
I think he might have got a phone call.
What happened? Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can now. You went on Teacup. You
Okay.
must have went off the app. Was you trying to look up something?
No. I'm trying to plug in my charger for my dirt bike.
Okay. No problem. No problem. So what I was saying is
Hold
that
on, Nelly. Awesome. The term
Yeah.
hermaphrodite is offensive. It's a
Oh, I
slur.
apologize.
That's okay. You said
It's.
educate you, so I'm just sharing some information with you. The
I don't
correct term
understand how
would
it's
be
offensive because
the
that's
correct.
when a
I'm
person is
sorry. I'm sorry.
born.
Let me finish, please.
Oh, my bad.
Well, I mean, I don't know how. I don't know how people have conversations, like two people talking at the same time. But the correct term is intersex. That's the correct term.
Then where did the word come from?
Where did the word intersex come
No,
from?
the other one that was offensive. I don't want to say it
Oh,
because it's
that's what
offensive.
they used to say back in the day, but it is a slur. Intersex is across a spectrum. Not all people who are born intersex are born with both genitalia. Some are born with ambiguous genitalia, none at all. So, like, they're born with two sets of chromosomes, and so there is it's a spectrum of intersex individuals. But go ahead, Nelly.
okay,
I'm
I'm
just
just
trying
going
to go ahead. I'm
okay, so
listening.
I'm just gonna shorten this up, make it real simple. I'm just gonna say, is it possible, in your mind, is it possible that when a child is growing and start to be more familiar with themselves and they decide for themselves that the same sex partner or the same sex, they're attracted to the same sex? Okay. Is that possible?
Yeah, because it's a learned behavior. That's common
Uh,
sense.
no.
There, how can a child learn something when they never seen it?
Okay.
How could they know
No,
something if they never experienced it? So it's impossible. It's learned behavior.
okay.
It gets no
Let me tell you
simpler
something.
than that.
Okay. So, okay, well, let's run with that for a second. We're going to run with your learned behavior. Let's just say that what you say is true. So, a boy, is it a learned behavior for a boy to be attracted to a girl? That's a learned
Yep.
behavior?
Mom and dad. You don't see dad and dad with a kid being born. You don't see mom and mom with a kid being born unless she got impregnated by a woman unless she got impregnated by a man and ended up hooking up with a woman.
Okay, well, then if that's the case, so what you're telling me is that when we talk of transgender or we talk of gay men or or same-sex lesbian women, let's just say that, okay? You're telling me that they learned that as they were coming up and they saw that in their household.
Now, not necessarily, because I don't want to be too personal, but someone was raped, and that's how they became
Hold on, Nelly.
homosexual
He is
into
saying
men.
too many
No,
problematic shit. He's saying
yeah,
too much
mm-mm.
I'm telling you
problematic
some
shit.
truth.
Way
I'm
too
That's
telling you
not
much.
some
true.
truth
That's
shit.
not true. That's
This
not
is
true.
That's
facts.
not
How you
That's
true.
gonna
not
tell me what the
true.
fuck
That's
happened to
not
my
true.
people?
That's not
How
true.
you gonna
Mm-mm.
tell me what happened to my
You are
people?
just because it happened to people you
Yeah,
know does
bye,
not
bomb.
mean that it happens to everybody. Like y'all are just ugh.
Yeah, that's sick. That right there is sick.
He just wanted to come up and say problematic shit. And like you
Hmm.
gotta like fuck when they're like that. Fuck can't like treating them with like soft gloves. Like go straight at that shit because that a lot of shit that he was saying was problematic as fuck.
Hmm. Well, I was trying to get to the point. I wanted him to give me the direct answer, but he couldn't. I kind of knew he was going to go to that point. I knew the raping part was going to come in, and this is the mindset of people who so-called call themselves straight or so-called Christians. This is the mindset. Oh, something must have happened to you. Somebody must have touched you. Somebody must have did this.
That's because that
And
is what's been put out there. But if that's the
exactly.
case, to the people in the comments asking me, but is it true? Then who the fuck was the first gay person in the world? If a person has to see another motherfucker be gay before they be gay, who the fuck was the first gay person? Answer that. Christian,
Yes, ma'am.
how
Can you
old
hear
are
me?
you? How
I'm
old are you?
20.
Can't be up here. You gotta be 21. I know it says 18, but that's because I didn't change my thing. You gotta be 21 today, okay?
Okay. Well, can I just say can
No,
I just say one thing?
nope. If you gotta be 21. And then
I'm
don't
gonna
come
finish my food.
okay. Then don't come up here saying a bunch of bigoted shit and then run the moment somebody check you on that shit. Like how you gonna be a scared ass bigot? What's up, little
Hello.
man?
Hello, my love. I have nothing of super importance to say. I'm just trying to figure out, did you make a wrong turn somewhere? Because I feel like you on the same street Mama Bass was stuck on for a while.
Oh no, I don't know. This is my usual audience. I get bigots all the fucking time.
I guess because, like I told you earlier today or yesterday, that sometimes I don't make it to the beginning of the live. That I don't know what the fuck is going on. This is the first time I caught it pretty early, and I'm just like, what is happening? And Mr. Nelly, I want to tell you I love you, brother, and I appreciate you. And the man came up here and was very disrespectful to you.
Hold on for a second, Lame. Are you a dragon or are you a nerd, a super nerd?
Oh, my bad. I am a super nerd.
Okay, as a super nerd, when you come on stage, you can go off topic, but it has to be about deconstruction.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
my
only
bad.
dragons can go off topic and talk about like just anything.
Oh yeah, my bad. Well, I'm not
That's
quite there yet. I think I
okay.
got like 2 or 3 months. I'll be there.
Okay.
All right, drop me down
All right. Thank you.
for sure.
And thank you for the compliment.
For sure, brother.
All right, y'all. If you are a believer in the God of the Bible, if you're deconstructing or an atheist, the guest box is open. I hate when I have to do that because there are other people in the community run their lives very differently. But the way the subscriptions are set up, only dragons can come up and go off topic and just like shoo and talk about anything. But super nerds can come up and go off topic, but it has to be about deconstruction. And so Low Made is a friend, a good friend, but I have to enforce the rule even with my friends. Melanie?
Oh, yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing good. How old are you?
I'm 2, 3.
23?
Yeah.
Are you a believer in the God of the Bible? Are you deconstructing or are you an atheist?
Living in the God of the Bible.
Okay. There are 3 topics on the board. Which topic did you want to discuss? Yeah, I think so. I was trying to ask, do you know why you came up here? Miss Fifi, are you in the request on purpose or on accident? Can we get a mod on YouTube? I saw a comment that said that we need a mod over there. What's happening? What do I need to block? Thank you, Joshua. Crypto. Oh, crop top
Hi.
music, Mystic.
Yes. Mystic, yeah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay. Are you a believer in the God of the Bible, deconstructing, or an atheist?
I think that I am deconstructing. I grew up a Baptist, but I don't believe that I subscribe to those teachings anymore. So yeah.
Okay. Which topic did you come up to discuss?
I actually came up for the third one.
Okay.
Because I agree with 1 and 2.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the third one?
Well, me personally, as a person that grew up Christian, I have an uncle that was, or still is, a pastor, choir boy, all those stereotypical things for the gay boy in the family. I just don't agree with that. And I just came up here basically for clarification as to like why that is like, a topic or how you believe that that is the case. And just wanted to be explained.
Yeah. Can you tell me why you think that it's not true? Have you researched the claim that Jesus lived a sin-free life? Or did you just
I
accept
have
it
not.
because someone told you that?
Yeah, I was taught that majority of my life that Jesus basically faced sin and all the sins that a normal human being would be faced with, but he never basically succumbed to the sin. So I just wanted to know, like, how was he sinless? Or wasn't
Yeah.
sinless? Sorry.
Yeah, and I'll get to that. But I want to ask a question right quick. So when you were told that Jesus faced every sin that every human being could possibly be tempted with, but he did not sin, did it ever dawn on you that Jesus never like had a wife or fucked or loved another man or had a child and wanted to slap the shit out of that child because the child was talking back? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, has it ever dawned on you that even just those things right there, he's never experience, so we don't have an account of him experiencing those things. So how would anyone know that he could face adultery, temptation of adultery, and not sin?
Yeah, I mean, well, I always have wondered because we always heard about the resurrection, and that happened. If I'm mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, excuse me, like around 35, and then we just stopped hearing about him. So we never really heard about like how old he grew to be when his actual coming to heaven actually happened. We never really heard anything other than the story of him basically up into the resurrection and right after. And then him coming back with God during Revelations, but we never really got the story of his life after that. So I've always wondered that, but I've never heard that there was like instances where he was like sinful though.
Well, I mean, he died at 33. Like when he resurrected, he didn't resurrect and start living a human life
Oh,
again.
he didn't say.
No, the Bible says that he ascended to heaven and sits on the right-hand side of his Father. So like he's a ghost, right? Like, so he died at 33. So the according to the Bible, the record that we have of his life is up to the age of 33, and he died a single man. He died with no children.
Got you. So yeah, so do you believe that someone who does not have children or have a partner that is committing a sin?
No, I'm asking the claim that he was faced with every temptation. I said we'll get to the why I say he wasn't sinless part, but when I asked regarding the claim that he was faced with sin, with every temptation that humans are faced with, yet he did not sin. I'm asking, when you were told that, did it not dawn on you that that's not possible, because he could not have been faced with adultery? He wasn't married. So he doesn't know what it's like to be married to one person and be tempted to step out on your marriage. He doesn't know what it's like to raise a child and have to fight back disciplining that child in the wrong way, or saying something wrong to that child because that child has a smart mouth. Like there's a lot of things that we as human beings experience that Jesus never experienced. So even that claim that he was faced with every temptation that humans are faced with, yet he did not sin, even that is impossible. It can't be true.
Got you. I understand where you're coming from. I agree. I never looked at it in that way. More so like even like with the way um that like they were before, like legal marriages with like the government and at the churches or whatever. I don't take everything literally in the Bible. I really don't take most of the things in the Bible seriously anymore. But when I was like a practicing Christian, I never really took it literally as like, oh well, he didn't have a specific wife, but I do believe that there could have been temptation with lust. That's what I consider adultery to be, like temptation on a man that is maybe committed or it has vowed to be with this one person.
Yeah, but you do realize
Lustful
that
behavior.
adultery is for married people, not single people. Like
Yes,
right,
but what is
Jesus wasn't
considered to be
married.
what's considered to be married now was not the same consideration in that time.
Right, what was adultery in that time?
Adultery was you cheating on the person that you are committed with. You didn't even have to be
No, it
married to that
wasn't.
person. It was.
No, it wasn't. In antiquity, men could have sex with women even if they were married. They just could not have sex with another man's woman. Women were property. And so they literally could have multiple wives. But if they were married and they had sex with a single woman who did not have a husband or a betrothed, that was not considered adultery.
So what if that's very interesting. I've never heard that. I've never heard it be described as, oh well, men can sleep around as long as they are not sleeping with another man's wife. If the woman is single, like a Mary Magdalene or a Jezebel or something like that,
Well, that's because
she's free game.
That's because those are the laws in first century Rome and the Middle Bronze Age. Like literally, that's the law in the Bible. right? Like, so we don't live in those times. The definition of adultery, what constitutes marriage and adultery, has changed, right, by the church fathers and Christian theologians. But during
So
the time that Jesus would have been alive, adultery would not just be sleeping with stepping outside of your marriage. Men could do that. Only women
got you.
were really stoned for adultery in Rome, and then in Israel, the man and the woman would be stoned for adultery.
Got you. So would it be probably a little bit more honest to say that Jesus wasn't faced with every sin, other than saying that he wasn't sinless, because the sins that he
I
was
said we'll
faced.
get to the sinless part. I'm asking, have you ever thought that it was strange that when they said to you that he was faced with every temptation known to man, I guess I'm asking, like, why it never dawned on you that that could not be true, considering he couldn't have been faced with adultery.
Well, it actually has dawned on me, because even with like the 12 disciples or whatever, I feel like, girl, you get a group of 12 men together, one of them is definitely looking at the other, undress a little bit. Like I don't live in delusion, like I see what happens in locker rooms. I see how hetero, quote unquote, men are. So I don't think that 12 disciples traveling the whole tri-state area and not having intercourse with women, they're not still men and still being aroused and still having urges and needs. So I've never
What does that have
subscribed
to
to
do with
that.
adultery? What does that have to do
No,
with
no, no, no,
sin?
no. Well, sin. They say, well, it's not in the 10 Commandments, but they say like, oh, it's an abomination to be gay.
But
So
the God never says that in this Bible. At the time that Jesus was alive, right? The Hebrew scriptures does not say man shall not lie with man as with a woman. So Jesus wouldn't have thought that homosexuality was a sin.
I don't know. I just more so wanted to get a clarification as to why you felt that way. And I actually do agree with the reasoning as to why you feel that he wasn't sinless, because he
No, I
wasn't
haven't
faced
given
with
you that
every sin.
reason yet. That's not
Well, you
my
said
reason.
you asked
No,
you
no.
asked how was he faced with every sin. So
I was going by what you said, right? I said, we'll get to why I think he wasn't sinless in a minute. I said, but right now I want to understand why it never dawned on you to question the claim that he was faced with every sin that humans are tempted with and still didn't sin, when he couldn't have been faced with every sin.
somebody said he's trying to rush out of here.
Don't
No.
read the comments or respond to the comments while you're on stage. That throws the conversation off. But I have not given you my reason for why he wasn't sinless yet. I was engaging in your thought or what you shared with me, that you were told that he was faced with every sin humans were faced with and still didn't sin. And I was asking why it never dawned on you that could not be true, because he was never married, so he could not have been faced with the temptation to commit adultery. So he doesn't
Right.
know what it's like to fight off adultery. So that claim alone could not be true. But the reason I say Jesus wasn't sinless is because he broke the laws of Moses. He broke several of them.
Okay. Do you care to explain?
Yeah, he broke the law when he told his disciples to go and steal somebody's donkey under the false guise of authority. He broke the law when he sent demons, when he permitted the demons to go into the pigs and he destroyed someone's property. He broke the law when he touched the leper. He broke the law when he touched the woman with the issue of blood, when he laid on when he rose the dead body. He broke the law when he allowed Peter to cut off the ear of the Jewish soldier. He just healed the ear. He didn't make Peter suffer the same injury. He didn't make Peter go to that Jewish soldier and repent. And he didn't make Peter do his time. And even though he added all of that to the Talion law, he extended the Talion law and said that you have heard that it is said, if you murder someone, you shall be liable for judgment. But I say, if you are angry in your heart, with your brother, you are liable for judgment. If you insult your brother, you are liable for judgment. And if you say you fool, then you are liable for hellfire. And then he says, if don't go to the altar and offer a gift until you go to your brother, get it right first. He said, leave the gift at the altar, go to your brother, get it right first. Then let your brother take you by the hand and go to the courts or to the judge and do your time. And he said, until you've paid every cent back. He didn't require that of Peter, and he didn't do that either. There are several things that he did to break the law. Now, sin in the Bible, according to the Bible, sin is lawlessness. It is transgressing the divine law. And it doesn't matter what reason you put on it. You can say, well, he had a good reason. He was healing a woman. He was raising people from the dead. Cool. But the law says don't touch unclean people with leprosy. The law says if you destroy someone's property, if you harm their animal, then you are to pay restitution. You have to pay them double. The law says not to steal, even under the guise of deception. So Jesus broke the law, and that means that he was not sinless.
Got you. Got you. I mean, yeah, I appreciate you enlightening me. And yeah, I'm just basically going off, obviously, what it is that I was indoctrinated with. I've, separated myself from those
I'm
teachings
sorry, were
and
you
from,
commenting in the chat while I was talking to you?
well, no, I did respond to a comment, but I wasn't like arguing with them. I was
Yeah, but I
laughing at a
asked you to
comment.
stay out of the comments while you're on stage. Like, that's
You asked me
rude.
not to read them
I said, don't,
out loud.
right, no, not out loud. Like, I said, don't read or respond to the comments while you're on stage. Like, it messes
Oh, I thought you
up.
meant speaking. Sorry.
No, because how can you possibly be paying attention to me and actively listening to me if your mind is focused on you having a conversation with someone in the chat?
It wasn't a conversation. A conversation is multiple interactions
Oh my
of
gosh.
speaking. I responded though.
Sure. Can you
I
tell
did.
me, can you summarize everything that I said?
Yes, you said that he said to go steal a donkey. He touched the
Sorry,
leopard
like everything
feet.
that I said was regarding the donkey, how he broke
I'm
the
so
law, all of
sorry,
that.
ugly bitch. I wasn't finished talking,
Sure, get
hoe.
the fuck off my
Dumb
stage.
hoe.
That's why you serve a
Bitch.
God that
Don't
thinks your ass is
motherfucking
an
play with me,
abomination,
bitch.
motherfucker.
Watch your
That's
motherfucking
why
mouth,
you suck the
bitch.
dick of a God who think
Yeah,
you are
bitch,
an
like I motherfucking
abomination.
said,
Get
bitch.
the
I was
fuck off my
talking,
stage.
motherfucking
Get the
fuck
fuck off my
asshole.
stage, you
Bitch,
whiny
you got the wrong
crybaby.
one.
Get the fuck off my
Watch your
stage.
mouth,
Get
bitch.
the fuck off my stage, you
Watch your
whiny
mouth,
ass
bitch.
crybaby.
Wrong one.
Bye,
Wrong
Jesus,
one,
bitch.
bitch.
Bye.
Bitch, while I was motherfucking talking,
Bye.
bitch, you gonna
Shut
let
the
me
fuck
motherfucking
up.
respond, you
Shut
dirty
the fuck
bitch.
up, you
Fuck is
unsaved
you.
bitch. Y'all disrespectful ass motherfuckers. Up here whining about a motherfucking God that say your motherfucking ass is an abomination, motherfucker. The hell you worship a God that gonna send your motherfucking ass to hell. Kristen, I told you you cannot come up here. You are 20 years old. All right, y'all. The guest box is open. If you are a believer, deconstructing, or an atheist, know that I will go to hell with you if you want to. I don't have a problem with that shit. You are the one trying to go to heaven. I'm not. So come up here and take the conversation to hell if you want to. I will go beyond hell with you. That shit crazy. And then sit up here. It's a conversation. It's like, shut the fuck up. So, how the fuck you up here talking to somebody else while I'm talking? Like, y'all motherfuckers don't know how to have this is, and I blame church. I blame church because y'all motherfuckers know good goddamn well when y'all go to church, y'all check the fuck out. Y'all asses ain't listening to shit that pastor say. And so it's training your fucking mind to be absent when you're in a fucking conversation with people. That's why you think you can talk at the same goddamn time and still get an understanding of what that person is saying. That's why half of y'all motherfuckers can't keep relationships. Because you don't fucking listen. You think your voice matters more than the next motherfucker.
Boy, boy, boy.
Look who's going to hell for being gay.
It's
You should be mad about
amazing to
that.
me.
You should be mad about that. You should be mad that your God thinks that you are an abomination. And you should be mad at yourself for bowing down to that same motherfucking God. For creating you gay. Your God created you gay and then was like, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker. I'm gonna have fun burning this motherfucker. You should be pissed about that.
I find it amazing how they can just switch and bitch this and hold that and all the god damn.
Now all of a sudden it ain't his God. Shut the fuck up. You literally said you were a Christian with your lying ass.
Mm-hmm. I mean, where's the Holy Spirit? Where?
That's why I said I never understand a person in the LGBTQIA community caping for this fucking God. Like these motherfuckers are under the guise of Christianity. Like first off, Pete Hegseth just basically determined which denominations were Christian, and then grouped the other ones into other religions. Right? Like y'all think that they're doing this shit for no reason, just to make the motherfucking list look cute. And these same motherfuckers got over 579 anti-LGBTQIA bills about your ass. You did not say you wasn't Christian anymore, motherfucker. You said, well, I am Christian, but I'm like questioning things. Like I'm in the middle. You the one up here arguing like, well, I mean, he was sinless. He was tempted with every sin, but he wasn't tempted to put a dick in his mouth, was he? He wasn't tempted to get that motherfucking prostate tickle so he could have a fucking orgasm, was he? Yeah, he don't know what that shit feel like, do it? Huh? He don't know what that feel like. You got more motherfucking experience than Jesus, motherfucker. That shit is crazy.
You know, typically, and you know when you say that about Jesus, typically the answer you would get is that they, well, the answer I got was that they would say, well, when they say he faced every sin, that didn't mean that he experienced it personally. He's seen every sin. That means he faced everyone with sin. I've heard that too. You know, that was you know,
That don't even make sense because the rest of the scripture
no,
says, yet he did not sin. So just seeing the sin
yeah,
and then saying, but he didn't sin, that doesn't make sense. But
yeah, I know.
I think this is the perfect time to tell y'all what the fuck happened in Sub Only yesterday while we were studying John's gospel and figuring out all the ways John has lied to make this Jesus character fulfill prophecies. So one of the slides that I had ChatGPT make for me is this right here. Okay, and we were discussing the scripture, John 7:37 through 39. Okay, and that scripture reads, hold on. That scripture reads, On the last day of the festival, the great day, while Jesus was standing there, he cried out, "Let anyone who is thirsty come to me, and let the one who believes in me drink." And then Data was like, "Why do you have the living water coming out of Jesus's penis?" And I looked up and I'm like, "What?" And then I noticed it. The AI got the fucking living water coming from Jesus's dick. And then the AI has Jesus standing there with his fucking hands out, skeeting living fucking water. And then like as we are reading this shit, so Crypto, whatever the fuck your name was, like that's for you. Because maybe Jesus was tempted and Jesus stood on the fucking mountain and he put his hands up and he dipped back and he just started shooting and he said, "Come drink, motherfucker, come drink. Rivers of living water."
I wasn't gonna say nothing about that picture. I seen it in the live, but I noticed that too. I said, well, maybe I was thinking to myself, well, maybe the AI kind of threw out the water, maybe because I said, sure looked like he taking a piss, but I didn't say anything.
I don't know why the fuck the AI put the water coming out of Jesus's penis. I have no idea. I don't know. I always said that this was a dick cult. Like this is a cult for men who worship the dick. And then in Rome, we know Rome worshiped the phallus. They had angels riding on dicks with wings. They wore them as necklaces and shit. They would bow down to the dick. I don't know if AI took the analysis of all of the different translations that it was trained on of the story, and the AI is like, bitch, this a dick cult. And the living water comes from the dick, bitch. Like, I feel like
that's wild.
The AI is telling us something.
I mean, it's pretty obvious it's that because, I mean, just based on the Bible itself, everything is surrounded around men, and men, and I really love the one where
Living Cream is crazy. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry,
it's okay.
Nelly. Go ahead.
It's okay.
Living Cream is insane.
Well, I mean, when you literally have, believers or followers of the God protecting the ass of other men.
Yeah, the Christians are reporting the live right now. They're reporting the live because of they're reporting it for bullying harassment, and there's nobody on stage for me to be bullying and harassing. There's no guest up here for me to be bullying, harassing. Like literally, we're talking about a scripture and a picture that an AI created. And y'all so mad that y'all lied. Like you get so mad that it moves you to become a liar. It moves you to sin. You believe that your God said, "Thou shalt not lie," but you go and lie because you're mad that an AI put the living water in Jesus's dick. Sinning for Christ is fucking insane. Sorry, Nelly. Go ahead.
No, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm still laughing about the picture. I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, that's a hell of a lot of piss.
I don't think that's piss though.
Well, that's a whole lot of nut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He said, "Let anyone who is thirsty come to me, and let the one who believes in me drink."
Shit, he must got some damn, I don't know, Holy Spirit balls. Shit.
Holy golden shower is crazy. But yeah, we laughed for about 10 minutes yesterday in class because I did not notice it at all And then Dada was like, thinker?
Yeah, but to go back to what you did say, I do find that strange. Um, that the LGBTQIA Christians, how can they believe in this God after reading the book and what it says about them?
That's
I,
why I said I
I,
don't know. I don't get
that
it.
even follow the God. That doesn't make sense. So obviously, that means you're not even afraid of this God at all. I mean, you're just picking points of the book, and you're just going to run with those points and forget about the other points that are mentioned in the Bible because of your, how you feel about yourself and this, that, and the third. I don't know. It's
But it
weird.
ain't even the crazy thing is the Bible does not condemn homosexuality. It's not the Bible.
Mm-mm.
It's the doctrine that comes with Christianity. Christianity condemns homosexuality, right?
Absolutely.
And so because that the Christian God is a homophobic. So how the fuck do you worship a homophobic ass God who you believe created you and you can't help that you are gay. That's who you are. But you worship this God. Like, that don't make any fucking sense. And then you want to be around motherfuckers who constantly tell you that you deserve to go to hell?
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't get it.
Yeah. Like that one guy got up here. At least he was honest. He said, I lust a lot. He
But he
killed
was
me
an
with that.
he was a idiot. I'm sorry. He was an idiot.
He was. He was an idiot, but it was just funny when he said that. He said, I lust a
Hello.
lot.
Hello.
Ty?
Hi. Yeah, I
How
just
old are you?
wanted to
No. How old are
request
you?
where
No,
can I get the
no.
picture?
Hello? How old are you?
I'm 32.
Are you a believer in the God
32.
of the Bible, deconstructing, or an atheist?
Yeah, I'm a believer. I'm a Christian.
Okay, there's 3 topics on the board. Which one did you want to discuss? Nelly, do you want to try again?
I just
We can
wanted
go
to
for it.
request for the picture that you had,
No,
the
that picture is
AI
not for
picture,
discussion.
so
There's
that I
3
can look at
No,
it and
no. That picture is not for discussion. There's 3 topics up here. You can discuss one of those.
yeah, not now. Maybe
Okay, have a
later.
good one.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck would you come up to
Okay.
discuss an AI picture?
I just want to talk about the dick.
Like, I just want to say that's wrong. Like, dude, it's a fucking AI generated picture. Theo, remember,
Amazing.
you are banned from the stage. Why are you in the guest request?
Oh my goodness. Not Theo.
I swear Theo be forgetting. Like, you are banned from the stage. Yeah, because he kept breaking the rules. He kept doing whatever he wanted to do. Bunny Bad Boy?
I hope you get shot in the head, bitch.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my
Thank you.
God damn.
That's Jesus. Jesus said,
Mm-mm-mm.
thou shalt not murder. Jesus said, if you hate in your heart, you have already murdered. Jesus said not to insult people. But Christians say, fuck what Jesus said. Paul said, I can do whatever the fuck I want to and still go to heaven. Yeah.
And that's another thing too that gets me. I mean, Christians holler all this free will, free will, free will, but when atheists exercise their free will, oh, we're demons, we're hoes, we're bitches, we this, we that. I hope you die, and all that old bullshit.
Yeah, my life has been threatened by Christians at an astronomical amount, and I've not one time threatened a Christian's life. Not once.
Mm-mm.
I've been threatened to
Me
be
either.
raped. My kids have been threatened to be raped and kidnapped. My grandkids, like, Christians are violent as fuck. And not one time have I ever returned violence to them. I don't need a
Nope.
Holy Ghost to not do that shit. The Holy Ghost being their fucking shortcut has fucked humanity up. These motherfuckers act like immature ass kids. They don't know how to manage their fucking emotions. They're scared of emotion. They don't deal with them because they're scared of them. And then they react from them because they don't know how to fucking approach emotion or deal with conflict. They just know how to
Right.
be violent because they serve a violent ass God.
That's facts. That's facts. Wow. Mm.
But why you want to shoot me in the head because I said Jesus said come drink his living water? That's crazy. That should have made you dance. That should have made you happy.
Yeah. That's
Like, why the fuck did that make him mad?
I don't know. I question the fact that a lot of these believers, I don't believe that they believe. I really don't. Because their actions are so against the book,
No, I don't.
you
They
know.
definitely believe. Like, they're not gonna be moved to violence, for no reason. They definitely believe. They believe that the God exists, right? Like, they believe that the God can punish them. They believe that the God can bless them. Will he do it? That's a question, right? Like, a lot of them doubt it because they see themselves as not worthy of being blessed because they're constantly having to tell themselves that they're unclean, they're not good enough, right? And even when they are good, it's still like a filthy maxi pad to their God. So being blessed is harder to believe than being cursed by this God. So they do believe that the God exists. They think that they need the God in order to wake up every day. They need the God in order to live with themselves, right, to a certain degree, because they're fighting themselves in their minds, they're fighting themselves in their hearts, they're fighting themselves in their families because their families believe in the God. Like, it's just all warfare. It's family warfare. It's warfare and against nations. Like, that's what Jesus said. He came not to bring peace. He
For
brought division. He brought chaos. So they do believe.
Yeah.
They don't. I
I
don't think they
mean, it's
believe in
just
this Holy Spirit, like them being able to do miracles and shit. I don't think they believe that shit. But whatever the book says about the God, they believe. Whatever the book says about them, they don't.
yeah. I don't know. It's just listening to them. It just I don't know. It just throws me off. It's really starting to throw me for a loop. The shit that is on here. You know, uh, how they can just easily, like that person got up there and said that, or easily threaten your children. Easily. I mean, I just, I just want to know how strong your belief is. I mean, or where is your belief based off of for real?
Because they don't have what you're forgetting that they're lawless. Like, they don't have a law that says if you sin that you can't be forgiven anymore. Like, their covenant gives them unlimited forgiveness. There's nothing
Okay,
that stops
blood of
them from
Jesus. Okay,
reacting or committing the sin, and then them going to their God later on and asking for forgiveness and still feeling saved and holier than them. And what motivates a Christian to be a better person when they literally don't have to?
yeah, I don't know. It's yeah. It just still it bothers me because of with their belief and of course the being able to um, get all this forgiveness just by asking Jesus to forgive them. I mean, in reality, I, th- they can't see how fucked up that is. I mean, they can't see what type of individual you become by following this God in this book. And I mean, it excuses you for everything.
It
It doesn't
makes
matter
like
what
it
you do.
yeah, like it literally makes you inhumane and selfish. Like the very fact that that motherfucker got on stage and threatened my life and said he hopes I die, while knowing that I advocate for his life to be protected, is fucking insane.
Yeah.
You see, you know what I'm saying? Like you can
Hmm.
threaten the life of a person who's advocating that your life shouldn't be taken for you being who you are. It's a
Right.
selfish ass belief system.
Right. That part. Oh, thank you so much for the gifts, guys. I didn't see who sent those, but thank you. Yeah, that I don't know. It's really this. You know this. When we say this is a dangerous belief system, that's what I mean. That shit right there. This is very very dangerous. Um, the way a person would act or would act on, because a lot of them would act on it. You know, if they had the
Yeah,
chance.
yeah, they would. That's why do you
Um,
think we host these lives? Like most of
yeah.
the violence that's committed in the world is committed by a motherfucker with a god.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Why did he get triggered? Because I was telling him that it's not cool for him to be having a conversation with somebody in the chat while he was on stage, and he couldn't handle being called out on that. Like there was no reason for him to go. Like the immaturity. Like they don't like to be told what to do. Like a lot of believers have egos. Like motherfucker, like you ain't gonna tell me that I can't do what I want to do in your space. Like who the fuck is you? Like they don't like rules.
Direction.
Yeah,
Having can't follow directions.
they have like
It's
this sense of
offensive.
entitlement. Yeah, and like this right to comfort. Like it mimics white supremacy. Like it's very supremacist in nature, and like it trips me out that they cannot even see that they are the epitome of supremacy culture.
Yeah. Now that's a fact. That right there is a fact. Oh man.
But y'all, the guest box is open. If you are a believer, deconstructed, or an atheist, 21 and up.
Let me ask you this. Do you think maybe one day uh, this God won't exist no more in the minds of humans?
I don't know. People ask me that all the time. I have no idea. Not while I'm alive, it won't. Like it will.
Oh
Like it'll
no.
still be here.
Oh yeah. I know I won't see it either. But man, I really hope so. And I really thought the younger generation would be the ones to do it because we don't have that same, it's not, well, I ain't gonna say we don't have it, but we don't have as much of the, um, I say, the coming up Christian and going to church and we don't have as much of that with the younger generation. They're kind of taking their own toll on things and moving. They move different. A lot of them move different. And I was just hoping that I hope that enough of them catch on and then they have children, they raise their kids, teach them, knowledge and logic, let them, experience things, Uh, I just hope one day it is because at this point, since this religion was born, it's been nothing but chaos. Everything behind this religion has been chaos. There's nothing good that came out of this. Not at least not from people that look like me, for sure.
Well, they did use the religion for during the civil rights movement to get people together and galvanize people They reinterpreted the Sermon on the Mount to convince people that Jesus was a social justice warrior who was fighting against oppressive regimes. So there is some good that came out of it. Like I would be dishonest if I say that it wasn't. But the good that came out of it doesn't outweigh the harm and the bad that came out of it.
Well, the reason why I say it, thinker, is because even though that can seem to be good, that's a good thing. That's what good happened out of it. But the good that happened out of it was built on a lie.
No, it's not. No, it doesn't matter if it was built on a lie. Like they reinterpret these scriptures all the time, but it was the religion, right? It was liberation theology that was used to galvanize people and convince people that Jesus was against the inhumane treatment or oppression of marginalized groups of people. And so the text was used to convince people that their God was against it. This is the way they used gods in antiquity anyway, right? And so just being honest with myself and being honest with the history, there was some good that came out of it. But the good had to run alongside or within the bad, and the bad outweighed the good.
I can understand that. I can understand that. It's just, I don't know. It's the more and more I think about it, though, and I've been thinking about this a whole lot. I think about all the lives that were lost. I think about the harm that it does. And a lot of times, like I said, it's really not. These days, it's really not a lot of physical harm. It's mental harm. It's a mental state of harm, which I don't know. I mean, I ask myself, would I rather be physically harmed or mentally harmed?
Yeah, but think about this. So the story of Jesus and the adulterous woman, right? We know that was added to the text probably about 400 to 500 years after the book of John was written, right? It was
Right.
not in the original copy, the oldest copies that we have.
No.
And so they add that to the text and they put those words in Jesus's mouth during a time where women were being stoned for committing adultery and men were allowed to commit adultery. During the time that Emperor Justinian had his adultery laws, right? And so
Right.
once that appears in the Gospel of John, and Jesus is saying, he who is without sin cast the first stone, and Jesus is seen as not condemning an adulterous woman, then all of a sudden the laws change and women are no longer being stoned for adultery. We can't say that's not a good thing that came out of this,
Right.
Just because they were going around and conquering nations as they spread Christianity through the Roman state, right? That's why I said it would be dishonest to say that no good came out of it just because it had to run alongside the bad.
Right. I understand that. I mean, like I said, I can understand that. Um, um, I can see the good that it did do. I can see that. And like I said, even with me, coming up as a Christian, uh, with my mom, my mother, my father, I can see the good that it did for me. I can see that. And like I said, my mother and father only taught me what they were taught. So, and they meant no harm. So it was all for the good, and I'm not going to take that away, but still, to me, at the end of the day, it's an emotional roller coaster. For me, when I look at it now, it was just an emotional roller coaster. coming
Like
up
remember
believing in this God.
remember when I had the topic Jesus was the worst thing to ever happen to humanity.
Yes.
Yeah, I still feel that Jesus is the worst thing to ever happen to humanity. But in those conversations, we, discussed the good things that came out of the religion. It still doesn't
Right.
mean that Jesus isn't the worst thing to ever happen to humanity, right?
Right.
I saw Maya Waya's comment. So Rome, the Roman laws that Emperor Justinian did was not because of Christianity. Those were because of Rome. And so with Christianity, adultery, Jesus had died, so nobody was getting stoned for adultery in Christianity. So when Rome adopted Christianity, they were able to use that influence to change Rome's laws regarding women being
Adulterous.
stoned, and then even changed the way Rome had some horrible infanticide laws. Fathers could just kill their kids. Hold on, wait, Aaron. Fathers could just kill their kids if they didn't want a female baby. They could just throw the baby in the river. They were, if you were born intersex, they were putting the babies in a crate because Rome saw it as an omen, a bad omen from the gods. If a child was born androgynous or intersex, they would put the babies in a crate and drown them in the river and do a ritual to Persephone with 24 virgins. And so Christianity Christianity changed Rome's processes around that. Now, although they still did not give intersex children rights or identity, their humanity, it forced parents to start choosing the child's sex at birth. So there are a lot of things that it changed the barbarism of Rome. So we can't ignore how the religion was used, even though they had to make up some shit. They had to put some words in Jesus's mouth to convince people that this was the will of a God or the will of a savior in order to change behavior. And that's how gods were used in those days. But I think as a society, we have enough knowledge, enough experience that we don't need a God to tell us that it is wrong to kill someone for being born intersex or to force someone into a sexual orientation at birth and completely just ignore who they are. Like you don't know what gender that person is. Because gender and sexual orientation are not the same damn thing. And especially we have people deciding these laws who think gender and sex are the same damn thing, right? I had a conversation on Ty the Goddesses Live with a man who literally could say and understand that a tree could be male or female, but could not be man or woman. But when we got to the humans, he could not understand how how male and female, man and woman were two different things. Since a female tree isn't a woman, then a female human isn't necessarily a woman either. And he couldn't understand that because they don't understand the difference between sexual orientation and gender.
Yeah.
And so we have people with that type of knowledge telling a person what their humanity is allowed to be or not be. Like that makes no fucking sense. And we have so much data on intersex and trans people, so much history on homosexuality and data on homosexuality. And we're choosing to ignore all of that information to hang on to a barbaric belief of men from 1st century, 4th century Rome. Errol?
Yes, hello.
Hi. How do I pronounce your name?
It's correct. It's Errol.
April. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Oh, you got to be 21. I got the wrong post up, but I did announce you have to be 21 and up, okay?
Okay.
All right. Have a good night.
It's 18 plus.
I just explained that I have the wrong post up, but I did announce that you have to be 21 and up, okay?
Okay.
All right. Have a good night. I heard her. Like, people don't like rules. And then they want to be able to call me all kind of bitches and shit, but the moment I say bitch, the moment I say motherfucker or fuck, then I'm wrong. I told y'all that's why they be whining about my ass. Because they want to be able to talk crazy to me, and they don't want me to be able to defend myself because they're so used to being abusive to people who say, if I defend myself, then I'm a sinner. If I go to them and I say, hey, what you said to me was harmful, then I'm bitter. Right? Then if I don't hurry up and forgive them, then God's gonna get me. They're so used to being abusive against people who don't fucking fight back. And that's why they whine about my ass. If you are a believer, if you are deconstructing, if you are an atheist, and you are 21 and up, y'all, the guest box is open. 18, 19, and 20 can participate on Tuesday nights only. Sebastian?
Hey, so
Hi.
I just, yeah, I
How
glitched or
old are
something
you?
like that. I'm 32.
Okay. Are you a believer in the God of the Bible, deconstructing, or an atheist?
I'm a Christian. I'm a believer in the God of the Bible.
Okay. There are 3 topics on the board. Which one did you come up to discuss?
I could do either or
Just
3.
choose one.
I mean, I could start from number 1. Yeah,
No, you
I
can
could start
just
number
choose
1.
one. We can you can choose one. Which one do you really want to do?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could do number 1.
Okay. What are your thoughts on that?
So I believe that homosexuality is. Can we say that word here?
Yeah.
Without?
We're
Okay.
adults in here. You can
I
say
believe.
everything but self-unaliving or and D-rugs. Like don't say the D-rugs, like say street candy or something like that, but every other word you can say.
Okay. And I excuse the background noise. I'm at work, so hopefully it's not too loud. Um, So yeah, so according to the Bible, because I'm a firm believer, I do believe that homosexuality is a sin through Scripture. I don't know if you guys want me to give you a scripture, but
I'm
it does
familiar
say,
with the scripture Leviticus 18, 22, and 20 and 13.
well, I don't want to focus too much on the Old Testament because we don't live by the Mosaic law. We live by the new law, which was after Jesus Christ had, died for our sins.
Yeah,
So,
but what is the new law?
uh, the law that we live now, we don't live by the Mosaic law anymore. We
Yeah,
live by
I'm asking what are the new laws? Like where do you get them from and what are they?
on top of my head, I can't really say, or unless because I'm like I said, I'm at work. But what I'm trying to say is that kind of like we don't live by the laws of like if you commit adultery or something like that, we don't stone people, for example, right? So what I'm saying is that we live by the New Testament, and the New Testament in 1 Corinthians 6:9, it does say that not just homosexuality, but along with a bunch of other sins with
No,
it.
I got that, but I'm asking where do you think those laws, like what you are calling laws, where do you think they
Mhm,
came from? Like you're saying that you don't live by the Mosaic law, but you have a new law.
mhm.
Who gave these new laws?
Who gave them?
Yeah, who gave them? Because Paul doesn't create law, Paul interprets law. Jesus, you believe Jesus is God, Jesus creates law. In the Old Testament, Yahweh is God. God, he created law and gave it to Moses. So who created, if you're not going by the Mosaic law, and Jesus didn't give a
Right.
law about homosexuality, then who gave these new laws that you are abiding by?
Top of my head, I wouldn't be able to recall. But my point was, I was trying to refer to, mostly from the New Testament, what homosexuality is, it's a sin.
Right, but in the New Testament, what they say is thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not covet, thou shalt not commit adultery. That came from the Mosaic law. That came from the Old Testament. Where is this thou shalt not commit homosexuality that the New Testament is calling a sin? Where are
First
they pulling
Corinthians
it
six
from?
nine.
But where okay, so the men in First Corinthians are just apostles. They're
Mhm.
not gods. They are apostles claiming to
Right.
claiming to be inspired by a God or a Holy Spirit. And what they're doing is preaching the word of God. Where is the
Right.
word of God that says thou shalt not commit homosexuality?
Okay, I see what you mean. So, um, basically, so Jesus had pretty much taught Paul and all his apostles, you know, what to spread out to the world, right? Correct.
No, Jesus didn't teach Paul anything. Paul never met Jesus. Paul saw Jesus as ghost. If you're on Teacup, we can't hear you. I don't know if you're talking or. Okay.
Well, that was fast.
He probably got in trouble for being on the phone at work. Quanda? 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 Can you, like, we can hear you breathing. I don't understand. No worries. Like, why you didn't say nothing though? Do y'all get like shell shock? Like when y'all get on stage, just be like, it's a mistake, and I'm gonna say, okay, have a good night. Like, say hi or something. It's okay. But I'm just joking with you, Quanda. I'm just joking with you. Y'all, the guest box is open. If you are a believer in the God of the Bible, deconstructing, or an atheist, you must be 21 and up. Yeah. It's interesting how, like, why believers believe, but they don't read. They believe in something that they've not investigated.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be shell shocked. Like, I promise you, if you come up here on accident and you just say it was an accident, I'm gonna say, okay, no worries, have a good night. That's it. Like, don't be shell shocked. There's no reason to be shell shocked. Sorry, Nelly. Go ahead.
No, I was just laughing at what you said. That's all. Well, I didn't really have no response for it because that statement is very true. So, I mean, but what? It's very few Christians or very few believers that do investigate their belief. They don't investigate it. They don't. They won't go nowhere close to even outside of that book. Period. You know, their research is in the book. You know, It-
Like it's really
that's
shocking to me that they say we're in a new covenant. We don't go by the old covenant anymore. We don't go by the old laws. But they don't know what the laws are in their new covenant. They don't know where those laws came from, right? Like they just say, "Oh, we have a new covenant with new laws."
and for some reason, I know that they actually believe that Jesus was this world renowned speaker and said things that no one has ever said before. I think that's what I think that's where they get it. That in their mind, that's what they're thinking, not knowing he's quoting the Leviticus law. Um, no, I mean the Mosaic law. Uh, they don't know that. They think it's something new. We don't live by the old laws and the Old Testament. That's why they have the New Testament. We live by the new laws. But okay, what are the new laws? Well, I can't recall them right now.
Yeah.
How can you live by something you don't know what it is?
Right. How do you know if you're sinning if you don't know what the laws are? And it's because they think, like in their mind, it's the 10 Commandments. As long as I don't kill. But then they'll get up here and say, I hope you get shot in your head, bitch. Like saying shit like
Yeah.
that. But they
Yeah.
believe that they're in a covenant that says don't kill, don't steal, don't commit adultery, don't bear false witness, obey your parents, and love God. Right? They think that that's all. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Like they think that's all they have to do. But then they'll pull over homosexuality, and we're like, well, where did that come from? If even if you believe that there is a law that says thou shalt not be gay in the Bible, but that would be in the Old Testament. You're literally saying that you're not bound by that law. Why are you pulling that to the new?
Yeah. Well, that's their free will choice. They picking laws and pulling them forward, saying this is the new law. I'm still laughing at the guy. I, I don't even think he realized what he said. I don't think he realized it. He said that he follows the new law, but yet he don't know what the new law is. How the fuck are you doing that?
Because
I mean, that's a
I think they think that the apostles in the New Testament, like I don't think that they realize that they see these men as divine. Right? They don't see these men as human beings claiming pastoral authority. Like they don't see them as pastors like they see the pastors today. They don't believe pastors today have the ability to create law, right?
no. I
But they
don't.
believe they believe Paul does, and Paul is just a human claiming to be a preacher, to be an apostle. But they see Paul as divine. They kind of see Paul as a Christ, as a Jesus, but they don't realize it. They see Timothy that way. Like anybody that speaks in the New Testament, that has a book in the New Testament, in their minds, these men are somewhat like the God, and they can create law. And there is nowhere in that book where Paul is saying, God gave me a new law to give you. But Moses is saying God gave him a law. Why? Like they don't need the same requirement from Paul that the Israelites had from Moses.
Right.
But I don't think they recognize that.
Yeah, and for some reason they think
I
that
hate when people do that
Paul
shit.
and Jesus walked and talked together. They think actually Paul knows Jesus personally. They really think that.
Yeah.
That's wild in itself.
How is that any different, the blueprint, from you claiming to embody Jesus' spirit? How is that any different? How is it any different? Do you embody the Holy Spirit, the blueprint? Do you have the Holy Spirit? Exactly. So how are you different from Paul? I told you they don't understand. How are you different from Paul? So can you create law? Can you tell people that Jesus changed the law and now they don't even have to follow the 10 commandments? Answer that question. Can you create law? Can you create law like you all believe Paul did? Can you tell people that Jesus abolished the 10 commandments like Paul did? So why do you believe that Paul can tell you that Jesus abolished the Mosaic law? And Jesus, there is nowhere in this Bible where your Jesus is saying, I abolished the Mosaic law. Stop typing in caps and follow my motherfucking commandment. Where in this Bible? Right. So you should be following the Mosaic law, right? If Jesus is your God and not Paul. You don't follow no fucking Mosaic law. Like y'all just lie like a motherfucker. According to Jesus, you should be doing the sacrifices. No, the fuck you don't. What's the atonement? What's the atonement that you should be offering for stealing something? Since you follow the Mosaic law. What's the atonement offering for stealing something? Quickly. What's the atonement for stealing something? Who told you he was the sacrifice? Who told you he was a sacrifice, therefore you don't have to do sacrifices anymore? Who told you that? Who told you that? Was it Jesus or Paul? You see what I'm saying, Nelly? These motherfuckers think Paul is divine. They don't understand. They don't realize that they take the words of a human preacher, a human apostle, claiming to speak on behalf of Jesus, claiming to have the same spirit that they asses think that they have, while ignoring their God in 4 chapters before. You do think Paul is divine. The very fact that you say that you don't follow the Mosaic law, there is nowhere in this Bible where your Jesus tells you not to follow the Mosaic law. There's nowhere in this Bible where your Jesus tells you to stop offering sacrifices. That came from Paul. That came from a preacher named Paul, not your Jesus. Then if he can change it, so can you. Because as you stated, there's no difference between you and Paul. So if Paul can change it through the Spirit, so can you. I haven't interpreted shit, Louise. Y'all need to learn words. You need to learn the definition of words. The very fact that you say you can't change it, the blueprint, means that you don't think that you are like Paul. It means that you think Paul has more authority and capability in the your Jesus's word than you do. Y'all can deny it all the fuck you want. You think Paul had the right to change the law and abolish your Jesus's law, although he said that he did not come to abolish it. You think Paul can, and you think Paul could, with the same fucking Holy Spirit you believe you have, while you think you can't. You don't know that you think Paul is divine, because you are not aware of your own fucking thoughts. What the fuck? Who's talking about the kingdom of heaven? And if you're saying that Paul is on a different pillar, motherfucker, you think he is above you. G Craw.
Oh, hey, how you doing, Thinker? I'm sorry, I did not mean to come up.
Oh, no worries. Have a good day, okay?
You too now.
What y'all laughing at his name for? That's what his name was, right? What was funny, Noble? G Craw, you're back in the request. Liam,
Is this Thinker?
no.
Are we thinking right now? What are we thinking about? We thinking about I got a couple.
Talk to your Jesus or talk to yourself. Like, don't come up here fucking playing games with me. I'm not your friend. We are not in the fucking playground. I don't give a fuck about your opinions. I don't give a damn. Right, like what the fuck? Like, go play with your kids. Go play Madden or some shit. Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Like, I don't have the fucking patience to fucking play with immature ass men. When you serious about having a fucking conversation, come up here with respect. And with some fucking sense. I see 2 subscribers in the guest box, but I don't see nerd emojis, so I'm gonna take y'all out. Nope, you ruined that shit. You should have came up here with some fucking sense. Like, I hate ignorant shit, and that was ignorant as fuck. So no, try again tomorrow night. You opened your mouth with stupidity. Try again tomorrow night. If you are a believer in the God of the Bible, if you are deconstructing, if you are an atheist and you are 21 and up, the guest box is open. Good morning, Be Easy. Amos?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
How old are you?
I'm 45.
Are you a believer in the God of the Bible, deconstructing, or an atheist?
I am a follower of the one Hebrew God, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Which topic did you come up to discuss?
Well, let's start with homosexuality. Homosexuality is not a sin / wrong.
Okay. Y'all, even if it is Liam, like, he came up here with some fucking sense. So, what are your thoughts?
So, in the book of Romans, it talks about Paul as a servant of Jesus Christ. Okay. He was an apostle, right? Called to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of God. Okay, so we have to understand who he was. We can all be apostles. This is what Christ says about his children, his sons and daughters, right? Now, if we move forward, okay, I don't know what your beliefs are, but if we're looking at the Bible, we're looking at the New Testament, and we move forward to 25,
Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God unto a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Okay. Keep moving forward. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. Okay. For even their women did change their natural use unto that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one towards another, men with men, working that which is unseemly. Okay, we can keep going. So I don't know what you're doing here, but we can be, as Christians, we can be just like Paul the Apostle, who was called by God. We can be called as well. The world will hate us for it, but I have no idea what your background is, but this is complete blasphemy and a lie, and you know it as well as I do.
Okay,
You
thank
got
you.
the
Now,
you
why
got
would
the
you
floor,
start? I'm sorry,
madam.
it's my turn. Yeah. Why would you start at 25? Like, why wouldn't you start at 18? For the wrath of God is
I
revealed.
started
I'm
at
sorry,
1.
it's my turn.
I started
It
at
is
1.
my
Don't
turn.
lie.
It is my turn.
Don't lie
Verse
then. Fine.
18,
I started at 1.
verse 18. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and injustice of those who by their injustice suppress the truth. For what can be known about God is plain to them, because God has made it plain to them. Ever since the creation of the world, God's eternal power and divine nature, invisible though they are, have been seen and understood through the things God has made. So they are without excuse. For though they knew God, they did not honor him as God or give thanks to him, but they became futile in their thinking, and their senseless hearts were darkened. Claiming to be wise, they became fools, and they exchanged the glory of the immortal God. Who is they that exchanged the glory of the immortal God? Homosexuals. Would these be Israelites that are homosexuals?
This
That
is
he's
the
talking
New
about?
International you're reading, right?
No, it's the NRSVUE, the New Revised Standard Updated Edition.
Yeah, well, I'm in the King James
It
Bible
says
right
the
now.
same shit.
So
Who are the
no, it
ones?
doesn't. It's
Who
just
are the
easier for
ones?
people like you to read
Who
and
are the
understand.
ones? I mean, if you want me to speak in the King's English, I can. I mean, you don't like American vernacular. Do you need me to go and speak in the King's English? Which do you need?
Was Christ
Do
was he
you
an
need? I'm
was he an
sorry, it is
American?
my turn. Do you need? He wasn't
It's
English
my turn. What are you in the
either.
sandbox?
He wasn't fucking English either.
Wow.
Now, do
A
you need
woman
me to
without
speak?
discretion is like a pig with a gold ring in
Do
its
you need me to
nose.
speak in the King's English?
What does the Bible say about a woman with no discretion before you
Not to
kick
fuck
me and
you.
run away from
Not
this
to
conversation?
fuck you. Do
There
you need me to
go.
speak in the King's English, or can I continue?
You can continue, but I'm going to
All
hide in
right.
the corner
Now,
of a rooftop
who
because
is
you're
the
a
one?
brawling woman
Who
with a
is the
forked
one?
tongue.
Who is the one that exchanged
That's
the
right.
glory?
You bit off more
I'm
than
sorry.
you could chew,
Who
lady.
is the one that exchanged the glory of the immortal God? Who exchanged the glory of the immortal God? Would that be gay Israelites that he's
would be
talking to?
people who have fallen into sin.
I'm sorry. Did Gentiles know the immortal God?
Oh my gosh, we're talking about sin. Sinful people
Did
here.
Gentiles
What are you
know
talking
the
about,
immortal
yapper?
God?
You're yapping,
Did
woman.
Gentiles know the immortal God?
Suffer yourself
You
not to
wanted to
teach,
talk about
woman. You want me to
Romans
take
1.
you there?
You wanted to talk about Romans 1.
You want me to take you to where you should suffer
You
yourself
wanted
not
to
to
talk
teach?
about Romans 1. Do you want
I
to talk
can
about
take
it or
you
no?
all over the Bible
Do
and
you
hold
want
your
to talk
hand,
about it or
missus.
no? Are you getting
Listen,
mad?
you're not.
Are you
Listen,
getting
I'm
mad?
not mad at all.
Okay,
You're the
so
one cussing.
hey. Did the Gentiles know the immortal God?
Who are the Gentiles?
Non-Israelites.
Are you and I Gentile?
No. Yes, I'm a Gentile.
Oh, good. Fine. So what about the Gentiles?
Sorry, no, answer my question. Did the Gentiles know the immortal God before Paul?
Sure. Yes, they did.
Where? Can you show me in the Bible where they were worshiping the immortal God?
Who is the immortal God?
Your Yahweh, the God of Israel.
The God who is and who has always been?
Can you show me in the Bible where the Gentiles were worshiping Yahweh?
Yes, I can show you where we all came from.
No, where
okay?
were the Gentiles worshiping
No,
Yahweh?
stop it,
Don't
okay?
run from it. Don't
I'm
run.
not running from
I
anything.
know that, Miles. Don't
So
run.
the Bible.
Don't run from it.
I'm not running. Can I speak?
I already
Can
know
speak?
that.
Yes
I already
or
know
no?
that, Miles. Don't run from it.
Can I speak?
Answer
Can you
my
suffer
question.
yourself not
Answer
to
my
teach and stop
question.
yapping?
You're getting scared. You're getting
Suffer
scared.
yourself
Can you
not
show
to
me
yap.
in the Bible where the Gentiles were worshiping the God of Israel? This is
Dude,
what
you're on
happens.
low rent,
This is
dude.
what
You're
happens
low
when
rent.
you
This
don't
is
read the
crazy.
entire chapter. When you don't read the entire book, when you start at verse 25. Oh, let me correct myself.
Who was deceived?
When you
in the
read
garden?
verse 1 and then skip all the way down to verse 25 to find words that match your fucking bias, you don't know what the fuck Romans 1 is referring to.
Who was deceived in the garden?
Nobody, because the garden wasn't real.
Oh, that's right. You don't know what it says?
Yeah.
I can tell you.
I mean, you can
You know
keep
what?
whining. You can keep whining because
Who
you
was
just got your ass
deceived in the
spanked.
garden?
You can keep whining because you just
Who
got your
was
ass
deceived
spanked.
in the garden?
You can keep whining because you just got your ass spanked. You're
Was
running
she-
all over this fucking book, but you can't stay in
Okay.
Romans 1 where you brought
Who was
us.
the one?
But I thought you had the same authority
Who
as Paul.
was the one that needed
I thought
reparations
you had the
in the
same
garden?
authority as Paul. Why the fuck you running? Did Paul run? Did Paul run? I'm trying to figure out. Like, is this the authority Paul had? Was the fucking run?
Paul did not run.
Well, then get
okay?
your ass back in Romans 1. Why the fuck you all the way in the garden?
How did Paul?
Why
How was
the
Paul
fuck
on a?
did you run
how
all
was-
the way back to Genesis? Damn. Like, we're
Because
in Romans 1.
because you can't stop
We
yapping.
are
I
in
need to show
Romans
you that
1.
women were
We
deceived
are
in the very
Romans,
beginning.
We are in Romans 1.
You're a
We're in
deceitful.
Romans 1. You can
You're
cry
a
about it.
deceitful
You
woman.
can cry
okay?
about it. Well, then prove that I'm deceitful. We're in Romans 1.
You
why
did
don't you
it
plant your
yourself.
feet?
I don't need to prove
Plant
that
your
you're a
feet and
yapper.
prove that I'm being deceitful. Address my point.
Women have always been
Address
deceitful.
my point. Don't run from it. If I'm being deceitful, you shouldn't be running. It should be me. Why are you leaving Romans 1?
Oh my gosh, dude, you're
Shouldn't the
out
devil
of
be the
your
one
mind.
running from you? Shouldn't I be the one running from you?
You can't even close your mouth
I
long
mean,
enough
shouldn't
to
I
listen.
be the one
okay.
running from you, though? Right? If I'm being deceitful, I should be running, not you.
Okay, let's go back to Romans 1.
I never
okay?
left. You did. I had to go and drag your
Okay,
ass
fine.
back.
Stop yapping.
I had to go and drag your ass back. So the Israelites exchanged the glory. The Israelites exchanged the glory of the immortal God. What did they exchange their relationship from the immortal God for? What does the rest of verse 23 say, Liam?
Go ahead. Explain to me. Teach me.
I wanna
want
hear
to
it in the
know
King's
why
English.
is one. Okay. If we go back to 7.
No,
okay?
I want to hear it in the King's
One-
English. What did they change? What did they exchange the glory of the immortal God for? What did they exchange it for? What is Paul saying here?
Let me finish.
What
There's
is-
a man.
what- answer
There
my
is
question.
a man
Answer
speaking.
my
Listen,
question.
there is a
Answer
man
my-
speaking,
if
so you need to stop.
If your dominion is real, then you won't have to beg
Yes,
me to
I'm
fucking
a
obey.
man and you
If
are a
your dominion
woman.
was real, you wouldn't have to plead and beg me to fucking
Look,
obey you,
I'm not
motherfucker.
pleading
If
anything.
it was natural,
Oh my God,
if
she
it
is
was
angry,
natural-
y'all.
If it was natural, you wouldn't have to be pleading for
She
me
is
to
angry.
notice that a man is here. Right?
You are an angry woman.
Right? Your
Lord.
authority isn't natural. Your authority
this-
isn't natural.
get the demon
y'all
out,
motherfucking
woman.
incels be whining.
Get the
because
demon
you don't
out. Can I speak now?
You don't allow Rome to fucking blow your head up and make you believe that you have some authority naturally given to you by some God over women. And women are not bowing down to you. And now you're like, it's not working, daddy. You said it.
Women
You
are
said it was
wait a
mine.
minute.
You said
Let's
she's
have a
mine.
back and
You said that she would obey,
gosh, this
Daddy.
woman can't.
That's exactly how you are behaving.
Is this how you win a debate? Just by
Motherfucker,
yapping
you are
constantly?
not debatable. You are not debate material. There's no fucking way you think I'm debating you. None.
Mute me
There's
again.
no fuck. I didn't mute you. I don't have to. I don't
Good
have to use my
girl.
hands
Do it
to mute
again.
you. I don't have to use my hands to mute you.
Good girl. Mute me. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm winning yet again.
Yeah,
Listen,
yep, you are.
you and all
You are
women
winning.
live
Oh my
off
God.
the benevolence
oh my
of
God.
men,
You're
okay?
so winning.
stop it.
You're so winning.
You
Oh
listen.
my God.
You live off the
Oh my
benevolence of
God.
men.
Oh
Do you
my
understand that?
God. Oh my God. Listen, God. Listen,
Prove me
ladies.
wrong, queen.
Listen, ladies. The men are
Prove
telling
me
you to be
wrong.
happy that they're not killing you. The men are telling you to be grateful that they're not raping you. The men are saying they're being benevolent for them not being animalistic men. Oh my God, we should like thank them or something. Oh, no. I got a good idea. Let's call them God. Oh my God.
Why would you
know
call
what?
a living
this
man
is literally
God?
why I wrote this song. Think about what he just said. That men are being benevolent to women.
That's not what I
That
said.
is what
You
the
don't
fuck
even.
you just said.
I said
That's
women
what you
live
just
off
said.
the benevolence
of men.
You don't even know how to speak, dude.
Yeah, that's what
This
you
woman
just
is
said.
straight up ignorant.
That's what you just said.
No, it's not what I
Yeah,
said.
that's what you said.
Dude, you need to start reading, okay? Here comes the foolish music now because she lost the debate.
Yeah, I lost. Thank you.
Oh, you lost for sure.
Good.
Hey, at least you concede to it. I'll give you that. Is this Megan Thee Stallion? It was on the presidential stage with Kamala Harris.
What if she understood control is chaos? What if she understood love is fear? What if I walk in and he pray for Satan just to give a reason? What if Adam was abusive?
You can only run from the truth so long.
What if the garden was a cage? And she the bird he tried to take? What if the serpent was a danger? Just the first voice that felt sane. And she started thinking, what if the egg inside me has a name? What if God's name was Adam playing God inside my brain? What if Adam is a monster?
I don't think I've ever seen her run away from a guest like this. I'll take the W, chat. Try more. Christ is at the throne. He will not be mocked, especially by an angry woman.
Every time her voice got louder, someone told her to be still. As if surviving in a nightmare was the proof of woman's will. And what if Eve was never fragile? Just commit she had to be. What if women learn the danger? Long before they learn it free. Be patient, be quiet, be grateful. He made you, he only wanted silence. That's why he needed something new. Don't forget he had lived before you.
Is there anyone in this chat that loves and fears the Lord? That's what I want to know.
What if the garden was a cage and she the bird he tried to tame? What if the serpent was in danger? Just the first voice that felt sane. And she started thinking, what if the egg inside me has a name? What if God's plan was Adam playing God inside my brain? What if Adam is a monster, jealous cause I'm smarter? What if wisdom was the fruit that stripped the truth from every lie? What if she didn't want to live but wanted to die? Oh. What if Adam was abusive? What if paradise is pain? What if every rule of God was just a man trying to reign? What if Adam was a monster and the weapon was his voice? What if leaving Eden wasn't sin but his very first choice? What if Adam was a liar? All the things he taught her kept her from the truth inside. What if he wasn't disobedient? She knew it was a lie. What if he was never falling? What if she just chose herself? What if loving him had died? So she reached for something.
Follow the money, chat. The love of money is the root of all evil.
What if every woman after carries echoes of a fight? What if he was never sinful? She was finally choosing right.
That's the benevolence that we're living off of from men, y'all. Because Adam was abusive, so they are abusive, right? They only want women around so they could stick their pee-pees in her hole because they're scared to stick it in the hole they actually want to stick it in.
I mean, you're
And so
talking about
it
your
allows
failed
them to be, it
relationships.
allows them
Don't
to be
project that on me.
masculine, right? And so we're living off of their
How
benevolence.
many baby daddies you
right?
have?
And so they're scared. They're scared of women being
How many
intelligent.
baby daddies
An
do you have?
intelligent woman, a woman who is loud, a woman who matches their energy scares the fuck out of them. So they get violent and they start threatening you because they're animalistic, like their daddy Adam.
Threatening? Who's threatening?
Oh, that's
Is that
what
just
you.
a
That's what you
lie?
mean by the benevolence, because it definitely isn't that you have any intellect over women.
That's
You
not
do
what I
realize
mean.
that.
Okay.
What benevolence are we living off of from men?
What benevolence?
Mm-hmm.
Everything that in your day to day that you love and you cherish was created by men.
Like what?
Okay, this
Like
this
what?
phone that we're on right now, we're using, was invented by men. The
You're saying
roof
that
that's
no,
over
I'm
your
sorry,
head
hold
right
on.
now was
No,
built
you're
by
saying
men.
that there were no women involved in the invention of cellular data, of the cell phone, of voice over internet, of AI. Actually, I own 2 AI apps. Like, are you saying that no women were involved in the development of technology at all?
What I'm saying is women play a 50-50 equal share
So,
in
but no, you said
everything.
that we're living off of the
However,
benevolence
wait a
of men.
minute. My point is
What
women have been
benevolence of
aborting
men
so
are
many
we living
babies
off of?
that you've lost
What
in this.
benevolence
You and
of
your
men?
girls
What
are done.
benevolence of men are we living
The
off
biggest
of?
threat to
What
children
benevolence of
in
men?
the world is
What
women, okay?
benevolence of men are we living off of?
Every right that you have
Oh, it's
was
because
given
men.
by
Oh,
men.
because men
True or
oppress
false?
women.
True or
No,
false?
no, women fought for their own rights. Is it because men intentionally oppressed women because they are animalistic, because they are violent? Like I said, huh?
All men
Huh?
and women are
Like
all violent. Honey, sorry to tell
Liam,
you.
let me ask you a real question. Let me ask you a real question, okay? If men are so fucking great, why don't you see women?
I never
why
said
don't
that.
You see,
Never
why
said
don't you
that.
see?
You put those words in
why
my
don't
mouth.
you see women trying to write laws to force men to be with them?
I mean, there's a woman on the Supreme Court that voted down Roe versus Wade. So what do you got
I
to
didn't
say
say
about that?
anything about that.
And she's
Why
black as
aren't-
well.
Why aren't
So is
women?
that?
Why
Whoa,
aren't
don't
women
run
writing
from
laws?
it. Don't, no,
why
no,
aren't women
no,
writing
no.
laws trying to
Don't
force
stop
men
running.
to
Answer my
copulate with
question.
them? Answer the question. Why aren't women writing
We
laws
got
trying to
black
force
girls
men to
on the
copulate with
Supreme
them?
Court that
God
turned
damn!
down
Like you
Roe,
are
okay?
a weak soldier, bro.
Speak
like,
on
you
it.
Run
I'm
a lot.
waiting.
You run a lot.
I'm waiting.
Like,
Go.
that's not gonna upset me. Why
Oh,
aren't women?
look at
Why
you.
aren't women
There you
writing
go,
laws?
chat.
Why aren't women writing laws trying to force men to be with them?
Because they don't hold the power. That's why.
No, but if they, like, we could write laws. Like, we could submit bills, right? We could
I
submit
heard
a
you.
bill. Like, if we wanted
Stutter
to,
more,
we
okay?
could submit a bill that suggested that men should be with women and copulate with women. Like, y'all want more babies
submit
born,
bills
right?
all the time.
You want
It's
babies
when you
born.
get your toes done.
Samantha, how the fuck did
get
you
your
not know this
hands done.
motherfucker was
Okay,
racist?
you got all kinds of bills.
You serve the same God as this racist motherfucker.
You got all
and,
kinds of bills
Like, how
that
did you
men
not know
are paying
that?
for,
But,
okay?
like, hey, y'all want more babies,
Shopping
right?
bills,
So why aren't
vacation
women
bills,
writing laws
car
to
bills.
force men to impregnate them?
Okay. How?
Why aren't women writing
Housing
laws?
bills.
Why aren't women writing laws
Utility
to force
bills.
men
What else
to
are we
pregnate
paying
them?
for?
Can you answer that? Can you answer that?
You said bills. I told
Yeah.
you we pay a lot of bills.
Why aren't women trying to force the government to make men fuck them to make more babies? Why?
Why aren't what? What?
Why aren't women begging the U.S. Supreme Court to force men to fuck them, to impregnate them, to create more human babies?
Dude, you're a crude woman, man.
Yeah,
this
that
is
hurts,
nuts.
doesn't it? That hurts, doesn't it? But you know how many men have written bills to force women to allow dirty, nasty men to impregnate them? You know how many laws men have written, how much money they spend on trying to control the woman?
Who makes the most
Billions and
money? Who makes
billions
the
of
most money off of
dollars.
only? Who makes the
Billions
most?
and billions of dollars
Who
on
makes the
trying to
most money off
control
of
the
OnlyFans,
woman's
men or
body.
women?
Billions and billions of
Watch her
dollars
run again,
on
chat. I want to
trying
see
to
how strong she
control
is.
the woman's mouth. Billions
Chat,
and
watch this.
billions
Answer
of
my question.
dollars.
Let's see how tough you are.
But women
Who
aren't doing
makes
that.
the most? Oh my gosh.
Women aren't doing that. Women aren't doing that because women don't give a fuck. We don't care. We can live without you, but can you live without a woman?
Why do women
Answer
objectify
that question.
themselves
Can you
on
live without a woman?
OnlyFans?
Amos, can you live without a woman?
Answer my question,
Can
please.
you live without a woman, Amos?
Can I?
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't.
Yeah, but a woman can live without you. That we know that. We know that. And that's why y'all want to control
But would
us.
a woman
That's why
wa-
y'all
but would
want
a
to
woman
control
want
us.
to?
Amos, and your Jesus is
But would my
immaculate
wife
birth.
want to?
And your Jesus
Can you
immaculate
answer my
birth.
question?
Yes,
Can we have a
because-
conversation?
Yes, because y'all are not desirable. Now,
Why am I not desirable? Explain
in,
that.
I said men. In the
Okay.
immaculate birth, right? Your God even saw that, right? Like your God didn't even want your human DNA anywhere near his immaculate birth. But do you know whose human DNA he did involve in the birthing of himself?
His mother?
He used a woman. But he had no choice, right? Because even your all-knowing God, your all-powerful God could not get around birthing himself as a human without a woman. Your God could not just use the dick of a man, the sperm of a man, and totally eliminate the woman and keep the woman out of the equation and birth himself as a human being. Totally impossible for your impossible God.
Can I ask you a question about that?
But he did show the world how
I'm not gonna
irrelevant your dick is. He did show the world how irrelevant your fucking sperm is. He
Sure.
did show that.
Okay. Sure. Can I ask you a question?
No.
Why? You just
No.
want to continue
Because
yelling
all you
at
do
each
is
other
fucking whine.
and then kick me and mute
come
me?
Up here
This
with
is
all
so
that fucking
weak.
yelling and then want to whine
Kick
because
me,
you
you're
can't
weak.
keep the
Can
fuck
I
up.
ask a question?
Don't start whining because you can't keep the fuck up. You started with that shit. You started with the fucking disrespect.
No, I
You
walked
started
you
with
in
the
a
disrespect
circle,
the
okay,
moment that I
and you,
pointed
like-
out that you don't know what the fuck Romans
Listen,
1 is about. And
You were in
now you
subjection
wanna-
to
now
me
you are a
after I
fucking
read
victim of a
the book
woman.
of Romans to
now,
you, okay?
Now you are
So
a victim
stop
of a woman. You're like fucking Elijah. Right? Like, oh no, don't let the woman kill me. God, I'd rather
If
be
I'm
killed
Elijah,
by you.
then I guess you're
I'd rather
Jezebel,
be killed.
aren't you?
I am Jezebel.
Are you
I'd rather-
Jezebel?
Yes, I am. I'd rather be killed by you, God.
Chat.
I'd rather
We
be
found
killed
it
by
out.
you.
She's Jezebel.
Up. Jezebel up in the chat, y'all.
She's
Jezebel
gonna be
in the chat.
She's gonna be eaten by the dogs.
Jezebel
okay?
in the chat, y'all.
She's gonna be munched on by the dogs, y'all. Read Jezebel. What happened to Jezebel, Thinker?
Tap that screen for Jezebel. Think alive and break and spell.
Dog's about to eat this
Like
woman.
Elijah did. But my chest the cave where the truth gon' live.
This is crazy.
Tap that screen for Jezebel. Think alive and break and spell. They crying caves like Elijah did. But my chest the cave where the truth gon' live. They scream you a demon when I drop facts. But demons need wisdom way before that. Mary wrote the stories just to make you scared. Now every bold woman's evil if she don't play fair. In my comments they run trying to save my soul. Quoting scriptures out of context, same old scroll. But we laughing in the chat, yeah we know the deal. It's just patriarchy shook when the queen's too real. Tap that screen for Jezebel. Think alive and break and spell. They crying caves like Elijah did. But my chest the cave where the truth gon' live. Tap that truth, 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 truth. Tap that truth, 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 truth. Tap that truth, 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 truth. Tap that. I'm the new Jezebel, not their cartoon witch. They flip my name 'cause my power made men twitch. If the prophets gotta hide 'cause a woman got voice, that ain't my curse, baby. That's their So keep tapping, keep sharing for the vibe with flames. Every demon coming just proves my name. I ain't running from the lies. I flip the spell. Think it's live and she the new Jezebel.
I'm bored,
Tap the
Chad.
screen
I'm
for
out.
Jezebel.
I don't want to listen to this
Think
garbage.
alive and breaking spell. They cry in caves like Elijah did. My chest decay where the truth gon' live.
Peace out, chat. I'm gone.
Well, that was fun. Any other incels want to come up and play? For your eyes only? He is not. How he slept through that, I don't know. SD Surf, I saw you were muted in the chat. If you get muted, you cannot come on stage until your mute is over. Do not type in caps in chat, y'all. If you type in caps, that'll get you muted. And if you get muted, you cannot come on stage until the mute is over. Sweet Caroline. Sweet Caroline, are you there? Hey, Zoe. Devil. I don't know. Devil something anything? What does that say? Devil. I don't know what that says. Are you there? I know the last thing is anything. I can't figure out what the middle word is. Devils play anything? Oh. Hold on. Is that supposed to mean for me? Devils play anything? I like that. Let's play another song.
Adam, baby. Yeah, I said it clear. If you're reaching, this is literally that conclusion's right there. Adam had a baby, and the name was Eve. That's what Moses wrote, so why you looking crazy? Yeah, Adam had a baby. C-section kinda shady, but you say men can't give birth and explain how Eve was made. Adam had a baby, and the sex change too. Cause if you deny it, you gotta admit Genesis 2 is spiritual delulu. God told Moses man came first, dirt in his hands. No woman in the scene, just God and a man. So how was reproduction gon' work back then? With no womb in sight, new life can't begin. The story make no sense, I got reason to doubt it. How you gon' tell me he produced the Indy from an Audi? Make it make sense, shit sound like a lie. Adam was a madam before his brothers died. They say be fruitful and multiply. Okay, cool. How we gon' do that without the proper tools? Ain't no ovaries present till the end of chapter 2. But they swear it's history, not metaphorical news. Hey, Adam had a baby. Yeah, I said it clear. If you rich and this is liberally, that conclusion's right there. Adam had a baby, and the name was Eve. That's what Moses wrote, so why you looking crazy? Yeah, Adam had a baby. C-section kinda shady, but you say men can't give birth and explain how Eve was made. Adam had a baby, and the sex changed too. Cause if you deny it, you gotta admit Genesis 2 is spiritual delulu. He put Adam to sleep, divine anesthesia. Opened up his side like a surgical procedure. Put Adam in a prostrate, then gave him a prostate gland. That's the place they tap the O for every man. They called her a rib, but hell nah. He had a baby, new life from his body. Now she his wife. That's crazy. Is this when he gets tested? That's basic class. So what came out his body? Flesh, cells, and ass. You say miracle, spiritual. When logic failed, that's not reality. That's avoiding detail. If Eve came out Adam's frame, then he had a sex change. Yeah, that's rewriting the game. I want my rib back, really? Baby back ribs? Hold up, baby back ribs? Genesis kitchen, wow, who cooking this meal? Side door surgery, barbecue psychology. Adam on the table like this can't be biology. They said rib, I heard entree, whole human plate. Somebody explain. Adam had a baby. Yeah, I said it clear. If you read Genesis literally, that conclusion's right there. Adam had a baby, and the name was Eve. That's what Moses wrote, so why you looking crazy? Yeah, Adam had a baby. C-section kinda shady, but you say man can't get birth, then explain how he was made. Adam had a baby, and the sex changed too. Cause if you deny it, you gotta admit Genesis 2 is spiritual, the Lulu. Drop blue. Adam had a baby, baby. Adam had a baby, baby. Adam had a baby, baby. Adam had a baby. Adam had a baby, baby. Adam had a baby, baby. Adam had a baby, baby. Adam had a baby. Where the rib at?
That's one of my favorite songs. That you should be praising your God, Jesus is truth. You shouldn't be mad right now. That means one of your prophecies is coming true and you're that much closer to getting Jesus. Right? You should be happy. Y'all being mad that your Jesus' prophecies are coming to pass is weird as fuck to me. Louise, pick a
Yeah.
topic. I already know that you are a believer with the bullshit you were saying in the chat.
Yeah, no, I think yes, I am a believer. Topic would be being trans isn't a sin or wrong.
Go ahead.
So just based on what I'm hearing and everything that you kind of yelling across the live, I think the most incredible part, which I actually think is true, is the historically it has been the abuse of power by a lot of men. And you know, men are being, it sounds like you blame men for all the faults of society, right? And all the things that are wrong out there. Just based on how you express yourself about men, it all has to do with what men do. So there is no blame on what women do. It's all men. Is that correct?
Have you ever heard me say that?
No, again,
Well, then
what
don't
I'm
ask me
saying.
about something I've never said.
Okay, so what I'm saying is based on what I hear you
Right.
saying.
I never said that. I don't know why you're asking me that. And what does that have to do with trans people?
Well, what I'm saying with trans people is the fact that when it comes to, you know, scriptures and everything you're saying that it doesn't apply to a lot of that. That it's basically based on scripture. It was Paul that said it,
Where does
and
Paul
that
say trans people are a sin?
Well, no, it's clearly in the New Testament, right?
Where?
In the New Testament,
Yeah,
it
can
says
you
not to
point me
lie.
to it?
It doesn't mention trans. It mentions
Why are you
homosexuality.
talking about homosexuality when we're talking about trans people?
Well,
Do
of
you
course,
think
we're
that
not
trans
gonna.
people, do you think being trans means that you're gay?
So what I'm thinking, being trans is you're obviously making a decision to change your
But do you
your
think that being
gender.
trans is gay? Like, why are you quoting scriptures about homosexuality when we're talking about trans people?
It's still based on the LGBTQ.
But we're talking about trans people.
Okay, so it includes both 2 and 3, or
No,
1
it
and 2.
does not. We're talking about gender. We're talking about trans people. Where in the Bible does it say trans people are a sin or wrong?
Well, it doesn't say that you changing your gender is right.
So when you believe your God creates all humans,
I believe that we are His creation. Yes,
and you believe he created you mind, body, and soul,
correct.
3 different parts of you, right?
Yes.
And so when he sends a body here with a deformity, who fixes that deformity if possible?
I would say a doctor does.
So when a God sends someone here who has their intestines on the outside of their body, a human doctor goes in and fixes your God's handiwork, correct?
God's handiwork. Okay, so God's handiwork is, you're saying God literally on purpose had that happen.
Well,
A
I mean,
deformity,
I'm
deformity
sorry.
during
Does your
pregnancy.
God form you in your mother's womb? Does your God
Where
create you?
okay, so now you do understand the fall of mankind, though, right?
No, no.
No.
Does
Okay,
your
so you don't
God
recognize.
does your
So
God
you
create
quote
you?
Bible,
Does your God
but
create
yet
you?
you don't.
Don't run from the question, please.
No, the
Does
answer
your
is
God
yes.
create
The
you?
answer
Okay.
is
And
yes.
so when a
Yes.
baby is born with their intestines on the outside of their stomach, that is your God's handiwork. And a human doctor has to go in and fix your God's handiwork, correct?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No. Is that what happens when a baby is born with their intestine on the outside of their stomach? A human doctor has to go in and fix that, correct?
Based on what you're saying, yes.
Oh, if it's not based on what I'm saying, what happens when a
No, what?
baby is born with their intestines on the outside of their stomach?
Okay, so again, there's a separation between both of them, and I'm gonna be very, very clear when I say this. Had man not fallen, you think there
What
would be children with
happens when
intestines?
a
Yeah,
baby
you don't
is
want to.
born? What happens when a baby is born with their intestines on the outside of their stomach? What happens?
You
How
just
is it
said it. A
fixed?
doctor
Oh,
fixes
so
it.
it's not based
You
on what
just
I'm
said it.
saying. So it's not based on what I'm saying. Then that is what happens. It's
What?
not based on what I'm saying, right? Like, do you not listen to yourself when you speak? It's not based on what I'm saying. That's just what
I'm saying,
happens. That's
okay,
just a
based on what you're
fact.
presenting,
It is a fact.
based.
It is a fact that when a baby is born with a deformity, it is a human doctor who fixes that deformity if possible, right? And your God created that human with that deformity. Regardless if you think it's because man fell, he created that human with that deformity. And man had to fix
Regardless,
it.
well, that's a
And
very
man
big
had to fix it.
regardless, right?
It's okay. You can say man
Hmm.
fell and God decided to start creating babies with deformities. Okay, cool. But it is humans
I didn't say that.
who fix those deformities, correct?
Now in 2026, yes.
Oh, when was it not humans who fixed the deformity?
You think, but they think they had the technology to be able to do that when a child was born with that
I said,
deformity
did you not hear the words if
back 1,000
possible?
years ago?
Did you not hear the
Let's be
words if
reasonable.
possible? Did you not hear the words if
If
possible? Did you not
reasonable,
hear the words if
you're not being
possible?
reasonable.
Did you not hear the
A
words
prudent,
if
reasonable
possible?
person.
Like,
Okay,
God
all
damn,
right, if
y'all
possible.
run from the stupidest shit. I haven't even
No, you like
gotten to
putting
the
words
punchline.
in.
Like, all we're
Go
talking
ahead.
about is medical shit.
Uh-huh.
Like, I haven't even gotten to your God and you're already running.
No, I'm not running. I'm
You
listening to
are.
you. It's just
No, you're
you
running
like
from the
putting words in there.
stupidest shit.
Go
Like, it's
ahead.
a fact.
Y'all
It
listening?
is a fact that doctors fix deformities. Why the fuck are you running from that?
I didn't run from that. I said
You
yes, doctors fixed it. Didn't you
They
hear me
fix
say
it
that? Or are you
regardless. It
fucking
has
deaf too?
always been a doctor. When has it never been a human doctor to fix deformities?
Okay, and I clearly said now with the day and age that we live in, yes, doctors can fix that.
When has it never been a doctor to fix deformities?
About 1,000 years when the technology didn't exist, that child would be born and die.
So when I said if possible, so when a child back then,
Of course, you
let
threw
me
in the
finish
if possible.
speaking. I'm sorry, hello.
Uh-huh.
Let me finish speaking because it's almost as if you think that they did not have medical procedures in first century Rome. Please tell me that's not what you think.
Oh,
Please tell me that's
were
not what
you
you
there in
think.
fucking first century Rome? Were you there?
Well, no, but I do read
Were
books
you there?
about Greek medicine and how they handled certain illnesses back then. As a matter of fact, in your Bible, your Jesus uses a analogy of how the Greeks would handle like gangrene or abscess, and they would cut off limbs to stop the gangrene from traveling to the rest of the body. And so your Jesus uses that as an analogy for sin to stop sin from getting to the rest of your body. And he tells you to cut your fucking hand off, right? To keep you from sinning. So back then, it would be humans, regardless of what the procedure was, humans would fix deformities that your God sent them here with. And
Okay, so since you're
what
on
I
that, can
don't
you give me the
understand,
statistics?
statistics of what?
Yeah. Of how many children they were able to fix with their intestines outside of their body.
Please help me understand what the fuck
Oh, come
that is.
on.
Now, I want to know what that's going to do for this conversation, the
Well,
statistics.
you're making claims. Obviously, there was things such as gangrene and leprosy back in the day, along with other illnesses that probably came up, and you're trying to use that as a fucking base of argument.
For what?
How ridiculous is that?
Yeah, tell me what my point is.
You were not alive 1,000 or 2,000
No.
years
Tell
ago.
me what my
You
point
can't
is.
use
Tell
that.
me what my point is and why
You're
it's
just
such a
trying to blame.
ridiculous
You're
argument.
trying to blame that what I said as far as all of us, humanity being God's creation, that it's God's fault for children being born deformed. How fucking dumb is that?
I'm sorry, who made the decision to
How
allow
dumb
deformities?
is that?
Who made decisions to
How
allow
dumb is
deformity?
it?
I'm sorry, answer the question. God damn, y'all get on my nerves. Like, I swear, we
We
can't.
did.
Like, if
We
you
as
really
human
want to
beings.
debate,
Beings.
stop fucking whining. Stop
No, I'm not
running.
whining. We as
Stop
human beings
running.
made. I'm not
Cool. We
running. I'm
made a
answering.
decision to sin. Great. You
Okay,
happy?
there you go.
Who made
Yeah.
the decision to for the punishment to be deformities for the sin?
It clearly says it.
Who
The
made that
payment, the
decision?
punishment for sin is death,
Who
and all
made
these
the
illnesses.
decision? Who made the
It's
decision to allow deformities for the punishment of sin?
we did.
We made the decision for deformities to be a punishment for sin.
We did.
We made that decision.
Yes, it started from Eve, who was
Don't type in
deceived,
caps
and
in
then
my
it went to
comments.
man, and we share that
Hold
sin.
on.
Listening to what I'm saying.
No. Listen.
No,
Hold
please
on. Will you
listen.
shut up for a second?
Oh
We
my
made the
God.
decision to sin. But did we decide our own punishment?
The punishment came from the decision that
I
we made.
understand. Did we
That
decide our own
punishment was already
punishment?
there.
Did
That
we
punishment
decide what
came.
the punishment would be?
The punishment was already
Did
there.
okay?
We
Show me in the
chose.
text where it says if you eat from this tree, children will be born with deformities.
It doesn't. So you make a lot of inferences from the Bible and interpretations from the Bible, but you can't read between the lines there, right?
You want me to
that
read
dumb that
between the lines? Show me where should I
pick
read
and
between the
choose.
lines? Show me
You
where.
can cherry pick the Bible
Where
for your
should I read
convenience.
between the line? Show
Okay,
me.
where do you think depression came from?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, after the fall, right? Where do you think the
Yeah,
fear of
show
death
me
came
in
from?
the text. Why do you keep giving me the words that's in your fucking head when I'm asking
Because
you
you
to
do
take
the
me
same
to the
fucking
Bible?
thing. You
I
do the
can
same
give you
fucking
scripture.
thing.
I can give you scripture, motherfucker.
Go ahead.
I
Give me the
haven't
scriptures that tell you that
I haven't
everything
gone to
that
a
came
scripture.
after the
I
fall,
haven't
everything
quoted a
that came
scripture.
after the
You
fall,
have. So
including death.
show me in the Bible where it says if you eat from this tree, you will cause children to be born with deformities. How the fuck are you running from that? Y'all are so insufferable. Shit.
The power that was there and the authority that we had was turned over to what we call now evil, Satan, or whatever you want to call it. Some people don't want to accept it, but once we gave that up, we basically put our fate, FATE, into that part, which it was death. What's the worst thing
God,
that
y'all
can
just say
happen
shit.
to a human being?
Show me where it says, and
I'm
man
not
gave
going to
their.
show you that
Shut
because
the
it's
fuck
not there.
up.
But
Show me where it says,
only
man.
you talk.
Now you got two things. You just
Go ahead.
spoke.
Go ahead.
God damn.
Oh,
Now you
go
got two
ahead.
things to show me in the Bible. Show me where it says, if you eat from this tree, you will cause children to be born with deformities. And then show me where it says, men gave their authority to the devil. Show me that. And that story.
Clearly, it says when you read in Genesis that
Show me.
when
Genesis what?
Genesis 3 or
3
Genesis
what?
4,
Genesis 3 what?
after the eating of the from the fruit of the tree.
After the eating of the fruit of the tree, we'll
Yes.
see man gave authority to the devil, and
Right.
babies will now be born with deformities. We'll see that.
It says clearly tells woman you will labor in pain.
That's giving birth.
Okay.
That's giving
Okay.
birth.
Okay.
What does
So
that have
that's
to
one
do?
thing.
Hold on. What
Uh,
does that? No, that's giving birth.
Oh my God.
That's giving birth. Where
And
does
sin
it say?
entered the world.
Where does it say? Now children will be born with deformities, and you have now given your authority to Satan. Where does it say that?
And sin entered
Where does it
right?
even say
Sin
sin
entered.
entered in the Bible
Oh my
in
God.
Genesis?
Okay, so you again, reasonable and prudent person. If you're reading it, it clearly you would understand with your head and your interpretation and the brain that God gave you that there was consequences to that
I didn't say anything
decision.
about consequences. Where does it say
Oh my
sin entered
God.
the world when they disobey? Where does it say that in Genesis?
Okay, so you read the Bible, but you don't understand what that story is
I
about.
didn't ask you if I didn't say
No,
anything about understanding.
I'm answering
Where
you.
does
Yeah,
it say it?
I'm not gonna.
Where
It's
does
not
it
in right,
say
dude. Oh my God.
it? Where does it say it? So nothing that you have
No, it doesn't.
said is stated
Go ahead.
in the scripture.
Go ahead.
Nothing
Yeah,
that you have
go
said
ahead.
is
Rip
stated
it
in that
apart.
story.
But I'm pretty sure everybody
Nothing you
listening
have
to it,
said.
if
Can
they,
you answer my question? God damn. You haven't
I'm
answered one
telling you, I
motherfucking
already said
question
I
since you've been
don't
up
have the
here.
scripture.
You haven't answered one fucking question since you've been up here. So nothing that you have said is actually in that story, correct?
Okay,
Correct?
so that makes you right.
Yeah, because it ain't in there.
Right.
Right. So back to your God being the creator of humans and you believing that your God shaped you in your mother's womb. And when your God shaped the baby in the mommy's womb with its intestines on the outside, a human being had to go in and fix your God's handiwork. Now, back to my point that you were fucking running from that I don't think that you even understand in the first place. You believe that your God also not only gave you a body, but your God gave you a mind and a soul. And that is attached to your whole entire being. And your soul is your personality, the things that you like, love, hope for, desire, the thing that you talk to Jesus with, right? Your soul is who you are. And your body is just the flesh. It's just your vessel. Is that correct?
That's the way it was created and was intended to be. Yes.
Okay. And so since we already know that your God can fuck up a body and put the wrong limb in the wrong place, why the fuck does it never dawn on you that your God can drop a soul in the wrong sex, in a body with the wrong sex? Like if your soul is who you are, and who you are, Luis, is a man, why does it never dawn on you fuckwads that your God can drop the soul of a man in the body of a female? Because female and man, female and woman, male and man are not synonymous. Like, why does it never dawn on you? And then the same way a human doctor has to go in and fix your God's handiwork when your God sends a baby here with its intestines on the outside is the same way that a human doctor has to fix your God's handiwork when he drops the soul of a man in the wrong body.
You're making an exception, or the exceptions a rule.
I told you your
And
mind didn't understand.
Okay,
Like, I
I let you.
swear,
Okay, I
like
let you
basic,
talk.
like
Right, I let you.
basic
Oh
concepts
God,
are
dude.
hard as
Oh
fuck for y'all.
no, I let you talk. Will you allow me to talk?
I mean, as long as you address what the fuck I said.
When I am telling you about scripture, right? If I were to be up here,
Address what I
oh my
said.
God,
Address what I said. Why? If your
I'm going
God,
to get
if
to
your
it.
God, no, don't get to it. Address what I said. If your God,
Okay, first
if
of all,
your God,
okay, let me
if
address it
your
then. Okay.
God, if your God can
Oh my
put
God.
the wrong limb on the body in the wrong place, and you believe that your soul is who you are, and your body is just the vessel, and you believe that your God created you with a body, a soul, and a mind, and who you are is a man, why don't you believe that your God can drop the personality of a man in the wrong body?
Okay, let me be very clear. I have not and will not accept what you're saying about that it was God that fucked up that child.
Oh, who
Those were
did
your
it?
words.
Who created the child in the mother's womb?
The child and the mother are the creation that I said and that I'm speaking of is man and woman that was created before the fall.
I'm sorry. So when he says,
Again,
"For
and I
I
was
have
trying to
formed
explain.
you in your mother's womb," whose words are those?
Though that's a scripture, yes,
Whose words are they?
it's
Whose
God's
words are okay?
word.
So the "I have formed you in your mother's womb" is your God forming the baby, forming the body, correct? Forming the body, forming the mind, forming the soul. Let me ask you a question for the Jesus Christ in the chat, if you can answer for Jesus in the chat, because Jesus said, have forgotten how the fuck it created mind, body, and soul. Can your mind be can a tree be a man? Can a tree be
No,
a man?
no.
Can a tree be male?
Can a tree be male? What the fuck is this? Where is this going?
Can a
What does the
tree
tree
be
have to do with
male?
mankind?
Can a tree be male?
If you're gonna go with the fact that you're not, you put nouns and pronouns to certain things, that's
Wait, you think
fucking
male is a
flawed.
pronoun?
I mean, whatever it is that you're gonna try to use the
So
tree
you don't know, do you?
genderize
You
the
don't know,
fucking
do
tree.
you? You don't know. You
Whatever.
don't know
Go
that
ahead.
trees are male and female?
Go ahead.
Can an elephant be a male?
Keep going.
Answer the question. Can an elephant be a male?
No, I'm letting you talk. Keep going. Finish your fucking
Answer the
point.
question.
No, finish the fucking point. No,
The fact that you
an
don't
elephant, yes.
know, like that's
A
you
tree,
letting
no.
me
An
talk
elephant,
because you
yes.
don't know. Can an
An
elephant be a
elephant,
male?
yes. Yeah, an elephant, yes. A tree, no. Go.
A tree can be a male. That like, are you fucking kidding me? Trees are
What?
male and female. Like trees are male and female. Animals are male and female. Plants are male and female. Now, if a tree can be a male, and an elephant can be a male, can an elephant and a tree be a man?
You would try to genderize everything, of course.
Well, aren't you fighting for gender? Can an elephant and a tree be a man since they can be male?
An animal I can see being male, female. A tree, I'm sorry, whatever it is that you're
just
trying
stay
to
ignorant on that
take
then.
that or pull that.
Okay,
No,
cool.
no,
Stay
whatever you're trying
ignorant
to
on
pull
that
that fucking
then.
shit from is
Okay,
stupid.
cool. Stay ignorant on that shit then.
Oh my God.
So
Go
a
ahead.
male elephant, can it be a man?
Male, not men.
It cannot be a man. So male does not mean man, correct?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Male
You're
does
obviously
not
trying
equal
to make a
man.
debate for
I'm
gender.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Male
Go
does
ahead.
not equal man, correct?
Correct.
Right. So since male does not equal man, and what makes you male would be your genitalia, which is on your body. What makes you a man?
The design that God put in me as His creation and the purpose that I have in this
Yes,
life.
what part of that? If it's not your body, if it's not your genitalia, what part of your God's design makes you a man?
So you took genitalia out of it. How stupid. Oh my God. Fuck. Okay.
What part makes you a man? If it's your genitalia on your body that makes you male, what part makes you a man?
Genitalia does make you a man or a woman. I'm sorry.
What part
You don't
makes
wanna
you
believe
a
that.
man?
That's your choice.
What part makes you man?
Genitalia is part of that equation.
Okay,
Period.
so then
You can't separate the
a
two.
donkey dick makes the donkey a man.
Oh my God. Okay.
Is that correct?
I don't know. I don't compare you to fucking animals, right? You're
So
not an
then
animal, are
donkeys
you?
have dicks.
Are you a
Donkeys
fucking
have
animal?
dicks. Donkeys have dicks. So because
Are
they
you a
have
fucking
dicks,
animal?
so they have dicks,
you have a
therefore they
vagina,
are a
but you're a
man.
man.
Exactly. So what
You have a
makes you
pussy,
a
but you're a
man?
man.
So what makes you a man if it's not your
You
dick?
have Okay, so let me ask you the same fucking thing.
No,
You
answer
have a
the fucking
pussy, and that makes
question.
you a man.
Answer the fucking
I'm
question.
answering your
No,
question with the
you're
same fucking
running from the
stupidity that you're
question.
asking
You're
me a
running
fucking
from
question
the
that doesn't make
logic.
any sense.
You're running from the
You know,
logic. You're
okay.
scared
Then
of
you should
it.
have the same
You're
fucking
scared of it.
logic.
You never thought about this shit
You
before,
should
have
have
you?
the same.
You
No.
never
You should think
thought
of the
about
same
this
fucking
shit
logic and
before.
apply it to
You
yourself.
never thought
You
about this shit
have a
before.
pussy,
And if
and
I
you
have a
have
pussy, if I have a
a
pussy,
uterus,
if I have a
and you
pussy and my
are
personality, if I
therefore,
have a pussy
and
and my
you are therefore
personality
a fucking,
is a man,
you're therefore
yes,
a
I can
man.
have a
You're a man.
pussy and be a man. Yes.
Wow. There you go. See
Yes. But
how
see how I'm
fucking
not scared to answer
stupid is that?
logic? See how I'm not scared to answer logic? You are.
No. I'm
You
not.
are.
I'm not
And
being
you
scared to
would
answer
rather
logic. I
stay
answered. This is
ignorant.
where this fucking going.
Your
If
dumb ass
you have
said
a
trees
pussy
can't
and
be
you were
male.
born a
Your dumb ass said trees can't
here,
be
let me ask
male.
you
Like
something.
all you gotta do
What
is
is
read a fucking
your
book.
fucking birth
All you
certificate?
have to do is read
Okay,
a
what does your birth
fucking
certificate
book.
say on?
All you have to do is read a
Okay,
fucking book. It
what
is
does your?
ignorant motherfuckers like you that are writing laws, taking away the rights of other humans because you lack
Oh, here we go with the
knowledge.
laws. Here we
You
go with the
lack
fucking laws. There you go
knowledge.
again with the
Y'all are
fucking laws.
ignorant as
Again.
fuck.
You're against the
Y'all are
patriarchy,
ignorant
right?
as
You
no,
hate the
no. There are
patriarchy.
women who think like you. There are women who think like you. Y'all are ignorant
No.
as
What the
fuck.
fuck? Okay,
Y'all are
and you're
ignorant.
not.
No.
And
There
you're
are some
not.
things that I'm ignorant on. I don't
You're
know
wise.
everything. I don't know everything. But I know this. I know that trees are fucking
But
male or
you
female
literally telling everybody here that you have a female genitalia and you're a man.
because the fucking sexual
Say it.
orientation is not the gender, dumbass.
Are you fucking telling everybody here in your
Yes.
life that you have
Yes.
a fucking
Yes.
vagina and you're a man?
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yep.
There we go.
Do you think that I was
Case in
going to run
point.
from that?
Right. You're done
Did
and
you
I'm
think I was
fucking
going to
done,
run
right?
from
Because
that?
you just no, but
What,
it's fucking
am I
absurd,
supposed to
right? You're
be
telling everybody
am I
here
supposed to be
that you have a
embarrassed?
vagina and a pussy and you can
Wait.
procreate. You can
Was
actually
I
have a
supposed to be
child.
embarrassed just because you are?
No.
Like, do you live
You're
your
trying to
life
belittle
based
me.
on society? Do you live your
No, you're
life
trying
based
to
on what
belittle
society
people
thinks
that
about
believe.
you?
No. I don't give a shit what society thinks
Obviously
about
you
me.
do.
No,
Yeah,
because you're making
obviously you
stupid
projected on
arguments.
me what the fuck would
I'm
happen to
not
you.
projecting shit on you.
Yes, you
I'm
did.
asking you the same fucking questions that you're
Like,
asking
you're
me.
embarrassed, one, because you didn't know that trees have
And
sexual
you live in a
orientation.
fucking
You're
world that you
embarrassed by
fucking tell
that.
yourself that you were born with pussy
Yeah,
and you're a man.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
All right, cool.
yeah.
That settles that, right?
But like, what did you think? Like, I'm so fucking confused right now. Like, what did you think was gonna happen?
You should be. It just
What did
sounds
you
like
think
you
was
are.
gonna happen when
No,
you asked
not.
that
I wasn't gonna
question?
come up here. I wasn't gonna come up here and try to change your mind. All I was trying to
What did
do
you
is say
think was
one
going
thing.
to happen when you
And what
asked
I
that
clearly fucking
question?
asked at the beginning is why you're so mad at men. You're upset
I'm not
at
mad
men.
at men.
Yes, you
No,
are.
I'm not.
What the? Oh my
No,
god.
I'm
Okay.
not. You never heard me say that. Like, you're in
Oh.
your fifis. You're in your fifis. But now it's my turn to go to scripture, okay? So I don't even know why I'm reading this, because I guarantee you don't know what the fuck a eunuch is and why your Jesus said that some people are born eunuchs. But Isaiah 56, starting at verse 4. For thus says the Lord, that's your God, Louise, just in case you didn't know. Isaiah is a prophet of your God, just in case you didn't know. And Isaiah is speaking on behalf of your God, just in case you didn't know. To the eunuchs who keep my Sabbath. Eunuchs were men who cut off their dicks, men who were made eunuchs at birth because they were born with ambiguous genitalia, and men who were forced to become eunuchs by society. To the eunuchs who keep my Sabbaths, who choose the things that please me, and hold fast my covenant, I will give in my house and within my walls a monument and a name better than sons and daughters. I will give them an everlasting name that shall not be cut off. So
Amen.
your God, through Isaiah, who once did not like dickless men, who once didn't like men with crushed testicles, said, nah, my bad, I fucked up on that. If someone is born intersex, or if their genitalia is decided at birth, or if they're forced to become a eunuch, your God says, if they keep my Sabbaths and choose the right things that please me, they will be to me something better than a son or a daughter. That means trans people
Oh
are
boy, here we
better
go.
to your God than you. And they have a
Okay.
name better than son or daughter than you if they keep his law.
See, that's the part where you don't allow the conversation to continue, right? You just jump in and you start just jumping to conclusions and you start fucking punching on everybody. Because when it comes to that part about a person that is born with that deformity, right? It clearly, now you just use the word to say something beautiful, which is true and accurate, right? Now, if you were a eunuch and you followed the Sabbath, that means you followed the law, which is the Old Testament. And if you chose to do that, that meant that you were practicing abstinence throughout your life as a eunuch. And that means that you were granted a pass even after a fallen Eden, that Jesus was saying that person that chose that, even after they had fallen and they had been born with that deformity, and they could live by respecting this and worshiping the Sabbath, meaning worshiping God, that they were granted something bigger in heaven. You just use the word against you.
Sure. So if they're born
You used it
if they're
against you.
born a eunuch, that means they were born with no dick, correct?
They again, you said it, any type of deformity, right?
Hold
You
on.
never
No,
even
a
let me get to that.
eunuch has to do
You
with
just used
a
no hope.
eunuch has to do
See,
with their
now you're not gonna let me talk.
genitalia. A
Oh my God.
eunuch has to do with the genitalia. So if they are
Exactly.
born a eunuch, that means
Yes.
that they were born with either ambiguous genitalia or no dick at all. Is that correct?
Does that still happen today? Yes. Did it
Right,
happen
but
then?
hey,
Yes.
okay. So if they're born with
Oh my
ambiguous
God.
genitalia, or no dick, how did they decide whether that person was a male or female, or a man or a woman? Silence. Oh my fucking gosh.
No, you
Can you
just use
answer
the
that,
word.
please?
You
If they
just
had
use the
no
word
dick,
to say
I'm
something
sorry.
really, really, really true. Oh
Hello,
my God.
hello. If they had no dick, or they had ambiguous genitalia, how did they decide whether that human was a man or a woman?
So there you go. I mean, it could have been both, right?
How did they
Does it
decide?
specify?
How did they
Wait,
decide?
okay, hold on. Earlier you asked me to say, does it say any
Answer the
eunuch?
question. How did they
Okay, I'm
decide?
answering your question.
Get to it. How did they decide whether it was a man or a woman?
Exactly. Does it specify?
How
Does it
would
fucking
it?
specify what a
How
eunuch
would it?
was?
Yes, a
Does it give it?
eunuch.
Does it give
Oh
it a
my
fucking
God, you are
gender?
fucking
It
dumb.
doesn't.
A
No, you're fucking
eunuch,
retarded.
a eunuch.
It
Don't
just says a
fucking
eunuch.
use slurs, you
Oh my
fucking
God.
Christian.
Oh, now it's bad, right? Because I stand up and I defend
Because
my
you
faith.
used a slur.
What slur?
You used the R word. What the fuck is wrong with
Oh my
y'all?
God.
That is a fucking slur. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
I said, what did I say as a slur?
You need me to rewind the fucking tape? You used the R word. You know what the fuck you said.
Okay, so you're cussing up a storm and I use the R
I'm
word
not slurring,
and it's an offense to
motherfucker.
you.
I'm
Okay.
not using slurs. You are.
I said, how do you know at that time, right?
You
What?
used a slur.
All right, go ahead.
You know what the fuck you said. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, why doesn't your Jesus, y'all want to police people's bodies? You want to police people's gender? Why can't you police your own motherfucking mouth? Like, using slurs is fucking ridiculous, especially when you're up here capping for your damn Jesus about moral superiority.
I'm not talking about moral superiority. What the? I have not mentioned anything about moral superiority at any point during our
The fact
conversation.
that went over your fucking head, like, is Jesus inferior to morality? Does Jesus make you inferior to morality? Or is it logical that you believe because you have Jesus, Jesus makes you more moral? Because you follow his law. Like logical entailments just fucking lose y'all.
all I said was from the very beginning,
That's
and
not all
I'm
you
gonna
said.
hold
You
my
used
statement.
a fucking slur. That is not all you said. You can call me a bitch, but calling me a slur is it's fucking ridiculous. I don't give a fuck about you using swear words, but there is no reason for you to fucking use slurs.
Christian love.
Why are you whispering that? Like you
No,
said the slur.
I'm looking
You
at
said
what
the
the word
slur was
was
no
that
problem, but you whisper "son of a bitch" under your breath.
I'm not whispering. I'm looking for the slur. What did I say that was a
Here,
slur?
I'll play it back.
Does it fucking specify what a unit was?
Yes,
Does it give it a fucking gender? It doesn't. Well, you're fucking retarded. Does it give it a fucking gender? It doesn't. Well, you're fucking retarded. Does it give it a fucking gender? It doesn't. Well, you're fucking retarded. Does it give it a fucking gender? It doesn't. Well, you're fucking retarded.
You heard it 4 times. You don't remember saying that. You didn't know what
Yeah, I do.
you didn't know what I was referring to.
I did not know what you were referring to.
You don't know that word is a slur.
I mean, I used it, so therefore, I'm not now. Okay, I used it. Okay, a slur, but you're over here
You
cussing
don't
people
know.
out.
Yes,
And you're calling.
yes, I'm saying curse words. You are saying slurs.
Okay. Earlier, when I was telling you a prudent, reasonable person, you didn't want to accept that.
You can't even like y'all believe that Jesus died for your sins and that you're supposed to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Like you go to Jesus and ask for forgiveness, but you can't even take accountability and say, you know what? I used the slur. I was wrong. I didn't know it was a slur. If you didn't know, I don't know. I didn't know it was a slur. I will not say that going forward. Like you can't even fucking do that. What good is Jesus?
Okay, so listen. You know what? There's 2 different things, and then you're gonna pin that on me.
You
Now,
pinned
would
it
I
on you.
use
You
that?
fucking did it.
Okay.
What the fuck do you mean pin it on you? It came out your fucking mouth. I played it back 4 times.
All right. So if I use it, and I'm talking to a person like you, it fucking applies. Therefore,
Shut
I'm
the
not gonna
fuck up,
take it back.
Alina. We've been insulting each other this whole motherfucking life. Insulting each other does not give you the right to use a fucking slur.
Oh, just because you're saying it and you're in your live, I can't use a slur.
You want to use slurs. What slur did I fucking use, Louise? You want to use slurs. Like instead of your ass taking accountability and saying I used a
did
slur.
say I said
Shut
it.
up.
I
Instead of
just
you
said
taking
it.
accountability and saying I used the slur, I was wrong. I didn't know it was a slur, and I won't say that going forward. And I even said to you, I'd rather you call me a bitch than use a fucking slur. We are adults. Fucking saying curse words is just regular language. Slurs are derogatory and are meant to demean another person, especially like a person of a marginalized group. And when you
Here we
say
go.
that fucking word, you are demeaning people with mental disabilities. Y'all get on my goddamn nerves. And you gotta go. Because the rule in my life is if you fucking slur, you gotta fucking go. Goody Grams. They make excuses for anything. Like they'll cap for anybody that believe in their Jesus, no matter what the fuck they do. But Jesus died so that they can go to people and say, I'm sorry, much easier, but never are able to say, I was wrong, I'm sorry. Jerome.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, sister. I didn't even, I'm sitting up here listening to you argue, talking, and I'm trying to figure out the difference between the slur and whatever you're saying. I was just listening. I'm asleep. I am sorry. I came in by mistake. I love your show. I'm listening to it every night. I go to sleep to listen to it. But I do want to know one thing. Do you ever sleep, though?
Yeah, I sleep during the day. I sleep
You
4
do?
hours on,
Wake
4
up
hours
when I
off.
wake up during the day, you on?
I'm only
On
on to
somebody
10.
else's live.
No, not every day. And I sleep 4 hours on, 4 hours off. Like, I wonder why is so many people worried about my sleep schedule? Like,
I don't know.
I
Because we
don't
like listening
understand.
to
Like,
you.
just because y'all sleep according, like right now you're awake, right? And I'm not asking like, hey, are you gonna take a nap in the middle of the day? Like, just because some people sleep at night and follow the 8 hours at night, work 9 to 5 in the day, doesn't mean everybody does. There's a such thing as
Right.
third shift, right? Some people are self-employed, right? We don't have to clock in. Our schedules are not fixed for us. Like, I sleep when
Right.
my body tells me to sleep.
I got you. I'm a truck driver, but I would just it would just no. It just seemed like you. I love when you own, and I just be. I'm like saying it more like in an amazement way, like you be going strong, and it seemed like it just be like just at any time, like
No,
that's
that's
what I was
not, but I
hearing.
don't though.
Okay, I got you. I know
Yeah.
you have to sleep. I know you have to do something. Okay, but anyway, I'm sorry about that. I actually came in by mistake. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. And I'm sorry, but for going off. I should not have done that. But people are always commenting on my sleep schedule as if like I'm not a grown woman and I don't know how to take care of my,
Oh no, I wasn't
myself.
saying
And
it
it's
like that. No.
irritating when people do that.
No,
And so
I'm
I
sorry
should
about
not have
that.
gone
No.
off on you. I apologize about that.
It's okay. I just love to hear, man. I just like every night. It's like I like listening to your show. Like during the day, even when you own, I just think it's just exciting. You be destroying folks like a Jedi Master for real. I've been loving it. But anyway, thank you for just saying something to me because you said Jerome. I was like, damn, she talking to me. I woke up. I'm like, damn, I'm on the damn air. Okay, I'm sorry, but have a good night. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm
Same
still
to you.
listening. I'm still listening. Okay,
Thank
peace.
you. All right. That's why I said, like, I swear when I first started this live, I did not start the live for it to get as popular as it did. Like, I have no desire to be the subject of anybody's admiration, anybody's conversation. Like, I don't. Like, I'm just here to have conversations about the shit that I have questions about. I don't know. But I am human. I do sleep. I sleep 4 hours on, 4 hours off because I have shit to take care of in the middle of the day. And I'll sit on somebody's live while I'm taking care of the shit I have to take care of. I might fall asleep on somebody's live, but I'm human. I sleep just like you. I eat just like you. Hate speech?
Give it a fucking gender. It doesn't. No, you're fucking retarded. Give it. Does it give it a fucking gender? It doesn't. No, you're fucking retarded. Does it give it? Does it give it a fucking gender? It doesn't.
I shouldn't have played that fucking replay. I shouldn't have done it.